Wawa. Um, in Andrea. I need to. I really need to adjust my audio. I think when I. Oh yeah, the notification went off because it set the stream to public immediately, so I didn't need to adjust it this time. What was I gonna say? I need to check my audio setting because someone complained that my mic was peaking too much, so I like messed around and added a compressor and everything, and then I think it like compressed my audio. I mean, I guess that's what a compressor does, but I noticed that when I increase the volume on my video editing software, it like compressed the quality as well. So I need to figure out how that works. Hey, Burp. My streamer is playing good gotcha game. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, it's true. In my defense, the people I was playing for the most part in the beginning were not the Gunner characters, but that's definitely changed in the last few runs because I just needed more content, and more content equals trespassing into Gunner territory. Sadly. 6-2. I really don't like Fortitude. Hope you've been well, Perp. I feel like it's been a while. Wow, it's really not wanting to give me. Oh. Discard and 2 Fortitude. Renault, my beloved. Real though. Should I just risk this? I hate discard. I haven't seen a tier 14 in so long, but discard just sounds so toxic. You play for 2 weeks on release. Oh yeah, it's really easy to get burned out of this game. I don't blame you for dipping. I might as well try this once. No charm in it. I've heard people really gas up Ray instead of Vika. My Ray isn't really built at all, so I don't know. Oh, it was happening in KR? Oh yeah. I mean, the devs have moved on from KR being the main focus. It's now it's more like Japan now is the focus. Maybe I should jump ship quick. They've already moved on from Korea. Like the most recent. This is kind of disgusting. I really want this for the run speed, but I'll probably just go this one because it's kind of hard to remove everything. Or I guess this is normal chaos. I usually just remove source of water first. You can still play perp. I don't think you're that far behind if you start again now. It's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Smilegate slash Stove tried really hard to like bring their Korean audience back on board, but it clearly didn't work out too well. But it's not like they're losing much anyways, because Japan's pretty powerful. Can I dodge this somehow? Can dodge one, can't dodge the other. You picked up 2 other gotchas? Fair enough. It's more than enough reason to. Oh my god, I needed that. Oh, I built a ballista myself, or manually anyways. Oh my god, I hate discard. Train gotcha? What's a train gotcha? What the? Can't really lucky with these ballista generations. Yeah, I'm kind of over grinding for ranking dungeon. It's like fine. It's like fun enough, honestly, but I just can't be bothered. Like re-rolling codex. Resonance Solstice. You run trade, make money transferring goods between cities. I whiffed. I thought you were going with this build again. That sounds fun. There's a combat thing in it, but you don't really care about that. We love trains in this household. Trains! Yippee! I need to get an sample this run if I'm gonna play the one-shot build. I also need the correct Oni Hunt upgrade. A few things to hit on this. Oops. Did not mean to cast that. Congrats on your autism diagnosis. You know what? I thought that too, but I wasn't gonna say it out loud. But now I feel empowered too. Thank you, Brunchat, for allowing me to say the thoughts in my head. I read trade and I was like, oh. And then you said you don't care about the combat, and I was like, uh-huh. So funny. So funny. I don't know if it's... Oh, I should have hit this guy more. That's awkward. The issue with this discard thing on top of this affix is that it's like the fact there's fortitude as well means that it's gonna be really hard. Death for 100 years for Brandon Flakes. Did you see Andrew Clay clear with chizuru no Tressa over the weekend? No, but I'm not that surprised that they managed to hit that, because it's just, I mean, yeah, because chizuru, the content's literally built for chizuru, so I'm not surprised that you could get 800k with chizuru. Like, I think I mentioned this, like, last time I streamed, but the content is literally meant for Yuki Chizuru. Like, the Reiki Dungeon is straight up built for the gacha characters, and I know a lot of people were pretending that they failed the gacha, or, like, to force people to whale, when they didn't. I mean, it's just gacha players, right? They love saying stuff that aren't actually true. But yeah, like they succeeded in making good content for both Yuki and Chizuru, but the issue is that everything was gonna be overshadowed by the other characters. And I think a lot of people, like, for some reason just did not want to accept that, or like just like they like painting the narrative that they, like, Smilegate is trolling themselves. Are they leaning towards more Gunner, or are they bringing back the Lovecraft Space Horror that made me interested in the first place? They're leaning towards the Gunner still. I mean, it's like half and half. So, like, Chizuru's a newest character. She's like a shrine maiden who, like, sealed a demon. You can see she has like the arm, right? So, like, her design's like still pretty Gunner, but the core of, like, the I'm sealing, like, a Lovecraftian horror within my body, and, like, I'm, like, using sci-fi prosthetics to, like, make up for my new disability. Like, that's the thing. I think the next two characters aren't gonna be as interesting. Like, the next character is, like, the most generic white-haired lady known to mankind. The Luche is like the rumored, like, New Year's character, and she's like a very basic, like, fantasy white-haired girl. So it's, the character-wise, like very 50-50. I think Chizuru is, like, probably gonna be the last, like, decent, like, mix of sci-fi slash Gunner that we'll have for a long while. Yeah, tragedy. Things to hit on Reddit, and someone got Red Adams involved. I did not know that, actually. Where's the Haru content? Just cleared easy with a barrel. Okay, the issue is that it's just, I mean, I get the Haru thing. It's just that, like they just didn't have good testers. Like, they had really good testers for the chaos content and for, like, the dungeon crawl content, but whoever they hired for, like, the gacha. Wow, I'm doing no damage because it's fortitude. This shit's over. Whoever they hired for the gacha side, like, did not know how to make good decks. Like, They definitely QA tested the roguelike aspect pretty well, in my opinion. Because like most of the problems with the roguelike right now are the fact that they just had to they like turbo inflated numbers. Like difficulty 9, 10, 11, or difficulty 11 is not very well balanced, right, for seasonal chaos. But that's not because they didn't balance it well. That's because the whales complained that content was too easy, so they had to make it harder. And since the easiest way to make something harder is just to increase numbers, that's what they had to do for Chaos difficulty 11 and seasonal content. So like the dungeon crawling content is like fairly well balanced because most characters like they have a place, you can do what you want, like everything is playable pretty easily. But the gacha content is not the same. The gacha content like they clearly didn't have people that had either the best deck building knowledge or deck building skill, or they didn't have people that were like very honest with how deck building could interact because all the 4 stars are very unbalanced compared to the 5 stars. Mine's pretty normal looking, not too good or not too plain Jane either. 9. I haven't seen 9 yet, but I don't really know when 9 is being released. You made it to the end of chapter 4. Chapter 7 just released. I haven't done it yet, but yeah, Yuki is chapter or it's like the event stuff, and Yuki is definitely very, very not sci-fi, very Gooner. She is very she's very Gooner more than anything. I want to keep taking Eternal Hunger because I think Eternal Hunger is probably highest whatchamacallit, highest cap for this concept. 962, she's girl in the middle. Narja 9. Oh, in the middle of the thing? But isn't she also like there's okay, so I know one's Narja. I fucked up. I didn't realize they didn't get Oni Hunt yet. I got the unique, doesn't matter. Started season after catching one of your streams and just pull a sleeping nun after 30 rescues. Ooh. Dude, Aurelia is so pretty. I like Aurealia's design a lot, but she is so mid in content. She's really fun to make work, but like if you care about the probably take this. If you care about competitive quote unquote competitive viability, Aurelia is so far from being good in gacha content. But she's really fun. Like she has some of like the best gameplay mechanics in my opinion. It's very satisfying having the evolves autofuse. You know, you pick up CCN again. You accept the sunk cost. Maybe just update to wait till the polls you had left. Yeah, just use over polls and then sell your account. Easy peasy. But who was it? There was Narja, and if Nine's the other white-haired girl, my problem with them is that like they look too similar. Like something about the two white-haired girls on the main screen, like they all look the same to me. Cause like I think Narja's the one with the bandaged hand, but I'm actually not sure if she is. Like they have too many like white-haired girls that like have white themed clothing with big tits, and I really can't tell a difference between them all when they're like side by side until like because like at least in the title screen like they don't have weapons, right? Like they don't have like a more defining trait to them as far as I can tell. So I'm like kind of not sure which one's Nine, which one's Narja. Aurelia very enjoyable, she's awkward for scaling content because she's supposed to be descaler. Yeah, I mean Kairon too, but Kairon scales a bit better obviously. So yeah. Even CZNing? Yeah, I haven't been playing too many other things because CZN's been pretty fun. I'm staying like 20 feet away from TFT for obvious addiction issues. There's also I mean Shadowverse meta is not fun for me. I think I feel a little guilty because I do want to keep up with Shadowverse because getting behind in that game is really bad. Like I haven't been playing dailies, and that's just not good for Shadowverse. Like I'll never catch up for set 5 at this rate, which is obviously a very, very bad thing. Like Shadowverse is the type of game where it's like you either keep up and you're always like able to make 1 or 2 decks, or you fall behind and you have to spend like 2 entire sets catching up. of like dedicated gameplay, which is not fun in any regard. For Christmas, I'll need to remember to open the game while on the way, yeah. Cause I'm gonna be gone for like 2.5 weeks. Cause I'm going home, so I won't be able to stream or anything. I might try and like make a crappy like screen recorded video, cause Stove requires you to make content like every week or something. I'll probably like make a video, like a random commentary video, and then be done with that. But we'll see. Oh yeah, and like post it late. But I'm not sure yet. Naruto is Joel's experimented on. Nah, I had no idea. Big Hands Zufina, but I agree with you. Cause who? Yeah. Oh, is Zufina the other white-haired girl? Dude, this. Yeah, I don't know. Like they need to have different characters. On God, it's too generic at the moment. UCT is a banger. Oh yeah, I know. I heard that UCT was super good. OG Shadowverse gave us 100 free polls last couple years. Yeah, I'll remember to log in. I think like for some reason, Shadowverse is a game where I think like if I'm at home or if I'm not at my PC, I'm more willing to keep up with dailies. But if I'm at my PC and I have other games to play or other things to do, it feels like more of a slog. But yeah. I did enjoy my time with Shadowverse, but it's just that like, it's like too grindy. And they did not introduce anything interesting with the last set, in my opinion. I know that's a bit more contentious because I know a lot of people enjoy the current set. But obviously, like, I didn't enjoy set 2 at all, and this is like a set 2 spiritual successor. So it's not my set. I seem to be dying. I think this happens a lot. What's going on? I'm doing no damage. This can't be good. Yeah, it's 6 gotchas right now. I was at a little more. I like dropped a good amount, but I was also like a billion gotchas at some point recently. Very concerning. Okay, this is trash. Dice of derangement, not the pondering my orb. That damage hurt my soul. The Bronca damage. Dude, they're killing me. At least I can rest. Ow. Why does this hurt so much? Wait, what's going on? Why am I getting my ass whooped? Me and Gotcha waiting room. What are you waiting for, perp? I didn't realize there's like a particular Gotcha that was like coming out soon. I swear, somehow, like, my chizuru runs, like, they feel like they're so easy, but they're always so difficult, and I don't know why. Oh, I know why. I mean, this one I know why. I'm down to card and everything. Is that item new? It isn't, but it is pretty rare. It's like either that item or it's a good item. I've seen it before when I like first started Dice Arrangement. It's only from the Squid Boy though. And if you haven't put many hours in, then or if you haven't like spam the game a ton. Actually, now that you mention it, I feel like I've seen. I think Dice's Arrangement was like my literal last like 4 drops from Squid Boy. So I wonder if it's like a weekly schedule or like weekly rotation for. It's probably just variants. Enfield Silver Palace. Don't know what that is. Don't know what Nearness Everness is. Enfield seems fun. Why is this text so small? That never looks like that. It's weird. A couple years ago during COVID, you were playing 9 gotchas, and you caught COVID missed dailies, and you. That's a mood. I have not opened Reverse 1999 in a while. I really should. I missed that game. I still don't have Oni Hunts. This shit's cooked. Yeah, this one's cooked. I'll probably drop after this boss. I've been telling myself that I should only leave fights or leave calluses after killing the first boss, because it's Actually, decent time. Okay. Getting the rewards from this is actually kind of important, I think. Like long-term value. You enjoyed while you're playing it, but the combat and daily is kind of got. Yeah, it's not very involved. I agree. Like Reverse 99 doesn't have really good. I take that back. Reverse 1999 has no depth with teams. Like you have to have units to have teams, and it takes a while for pulls to accumulate. So you're dealing with like really mid characters and like really bleh feeling teams, and then the hard content's like not even that interesting. Oh yeah, dropping your gotcha is always for the better. It's really funny. Sorry, why do I only have one why do I only have one AP? Why was the game only giving me one AP for like the last like billion seconds? Did I really draw Total Hunger that often? I didn't notice. You could when 3.7 came out. I still need to go back and read the chapters properly. I like skipped the entire 3.7 chapter because I was too busy trying to farm for what's her face? For Liang. You'll keep up two. Cheat on SVO at CZN right now, but you buy battle passes, so your code stay away, yeah. I had to buy the upgraded battle pass for Zeta. I don't really care for Kupitan, so I'm not really looking at Kupitan at all. But yeah, I definitely. Thankfully, I grinded enough in the start of set 4 to just buy the last 20 levels to get Zeta, but that was pretty close to like not getting the rest of it. Signora treatment. I have no idea what happened to Signora. I never played Genshin. I didn't play Genshin that long. Play Genshin a little. Wow, this thing is going to be immortal soon. This guy is going to be immortal. There goes Chizuru. I did 22 damage with that. Oh, great. We're going places. Is the character you're thinking of? Oh, okay. If multiple people are saying it, then it must be true. Crit. A little concerning. Okay, I missed as well, so might as well just dip. Me when there be an orange or something. So fucked up. Alright, let's get out of here. Ah. Okay, I mean, I see where you're coming from, but I don't really. I mean, okay, the Signor treatment, yes, but I don't really know if it's accurate to call her a main antagonist. I guess so, but yeah. Fuck this card. I hate this card in Fortitude. Shit's so annoying. I'm not playing the Super Sweat these. Half HP. Down to get one shot by all the mobs in the world. Sure. I mean, okay, if you like the character that gets ignored, then I or Senora, however you pronounce her name, then I can get it, but yeah. Camp Green Lake. Oh, the silly Horrorpedia event. I started Reverse 99 very late into its lifespan. I started, or not super late now, but I started during the second, um, second. I started. What's the best term for this? Like not the second Annie, but the I think 1.5 year moment. Whenever Yangyo was released is when I started. So I don't really know the timing of a lot of the events. There's no way to get 3. There's a way to get 3, but then I dodged the portal. Hello, Nate. On the wrong, I see you've changed platforms for some reason. Interesting. Me day 1 to whenever 337 came out? Fair enough. Chess references and pieces? Chess references and pieces. I think she might have not been relevant when I was playing. You played for... That's a decent amount of time, like 4 months. Open this side. I forget that YouTube has no ads, by the way. Not that Twitch is popping or anything. I mean, just perp, but I've been thinking like, should I be telling Twitch viewers that YouTube is ad free because they can't be bothered to like turn on ads on YouTube? I was pretty sure it's ad free. Yeah. The monetization is on, but the ads are off. What does this mean? What does this mean for the economy? Because I will report you. What the fuck? Whenever I think about chess and video games, I always think of Adela. But Adela is from a bad game. So I have a feeling you're not thinking about Adela. Twitch staff. Twitch staff. Not your brain rot. Turn on ads at YouTube Premium. Fuck up everyone else. They haven't dropped by in a while, but I think they're busy. Or like the times I've been streaming, I've not been filming for them. I had a viewer like telling me that I should turn on membership on YouTube. And a little known fact, I actually do have membership on YouTube. You get it automatically when you get monetized for YouTube. But I have like no content promises, so I just never talk about it. I see you pull for chizuru. Yeah, because I'm bored. Of course I play for chizuru. Like, you have to pull if you're bored. Like, well, what are you gonna do if you want to play the game and you have no content left to engage in? You're just forced. Really been on chess motifs in games because these are characters don't like. That's really funny. Yeah, I used to play this Korean game called Eternal Return, and it was a lot bigger like 3 years ago. But there's a character called Della who summons chess pieces as like summons to do stuff. Meanwhile, Slay the Spire are the same 3 characters. Yeah, but I have a feeling that Slay the Spire is a lot more engaging in the roguelite aspect. Fondest memory of art Reverse 1999 was Unleashed speaks in Canto. Just unlock is can't tell my English dub. What are you doing? Yeah, no, it's always fun when they start speaking their native language. Pick up another gacha to fill the pull desire. Dude, I've been playing the MapleStory Idol game, and my luck is so bad in that game. Cause, I mean, if you guys have played MapleStory in general, you probably know how Star Force works. So I've been trying to like Star Force my equips in that game. I have failed so many 65% in that game. Like, it's actually illegal how many 65% I've failed. It's actually annoying me because I think my combat power in that game is actively getting screwed over by the fact that I've failed like 80% of my last like 12 Star Force attempts. How dare you say they saw a bunch of those ads been boiling like a plague? You don't want to turn stuff off before class comes out? I mean, it's like genuinely very hands off. Like, it's actually like a true idle game, not like a fake idle game, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's MapleStory Idle game. It's literally called MapleStory Idle. It's not MapleStory M. It's honestly quite hands off. I mean, the only issue is that if you want to be quote unquote efficient, you have to leave your game open. So like I like use my old phone as like the burner phone for that, which is definitely the worst part about that game. But besides that, quite fun, quite good. You never probably played MapleStory, but I think it's because the people who tried to get you to play were veterans, and I was not. Yeah, it's definitely one of those games where it's like either you know or you don't. And most of the people that know don't want to tell you how to, or like don't want to bother telling you how to also be in the know because it's like a lot of effort. Not even a lot of effort. It's just like they'd rather go non-responsive while grinding for the next 12 hours, pressing like the same 5 buttons. I know that vibe. Uh, they can't explain while grinding. Nate, you've played MapleStory. You and I both know they cannot. Like most of these gamers cannot explain shit while grinding. MapleStory very gameplay intensive. I mean, the issue with MapleStory is that all the gameplay, you're like Netflix or like a streams turned on the side, right? You're not actually. It's like these people go non-verbal. Oh, zero cost. Oh, wait, that's not right. The fuck is that? It's the wrong Will-O-Wisp upgrade. No, whatever. The One Piece of Gotcha where you missed the boat trying to get on would be foolish. Oh yeah. I mean, the classic's coming out soon, so you can probably play classic and be fine because that's classic will be very much like more social than the current Maple Story is. Current Maple Story is definitely more of like the turn brain off, like be deafened in a Discord call, watching your friend stream with your own music blasting like for like the next 12 hours. That's very modern Maple. But old school Maple will probably have like people like level 15 sitting in Hennessy's for 20 million years. So if you want that vibe, then old school, if it ever releases, will probably be more up that alley. Yeah, it's hilarious. Make 125 tempered characters to get to play a game. Hope you like one of them. Oh yeah, with Legion. Yeah, we love Legion. I hate this place. Yeah, Modern Maple is very like there's too much going on in Modern Maple. Like I think a lot like you spend like 200 hours setting everything up, and then you like play dailies, which is like 2 hours a day at most for like the next like 5 years of your life. But if you want to try hard, you have to activate a spell or like a potion that they literally abbreviate to WAP. By the way, WAP. By the way, because it's wealth acquisition potion. But yeah, like you can make that and like grind for like 2 hours a day or like however long how many potions you want to build, and that's how you like actually be sweaty and reboot. But it's too much effort. Yeah, something to share with the class. What do you mean? What am I sharing with the class? I have many hours sunk into private servers for Maple Story, if that's what you're asking me to share. But that's a little different than like playing Reboot. I tried playing Reboot for a decent amount of time, but I just ended up not being too into it. It just wasn't like fulfilling enough, I think. I knew it. I mean, most people, I mean, I feel like you know plenty of people that have played private servers. But, like private servers feel like they respect your time more just because obviously they're also as grindy, but if you want to get to the bare minimum and like experience like most of modern Maple, you are able to do that pretty quickly, right? You want to listen to Maple Story music and feel something again? Well, that's what Maple Story Idol is for. Give me a second. Let me see if my phone. Oh, my phone's actually muted right now. You can't hear the. Yeah, you can't even hear the background audio or the background music. You just hear the sounds of my character casting Airstream automatically. Moving from slide to slide. Private servers where it's at. You haven't tried them for anything, but you can respect the mindset. Yeah. I heard that like private server owners and stuff are like it's like very lucrative to have private servers for MapleStory, and that's why they cracked down on them so hard. Also, I missed the mutant sample again. That's annoying. Inaniga, Inaniga. Jaja. The long yap. You like private servers, but it's not the same. It definitely isn't, but it's good for what it is, I think. Yeah. I mean, you play private servers for the sake of playing private servers. You don't play private servers to actually like play the game properly. Oh yeah, for G-Top, yeah, it's true. Yeah, yeah, it's very funny. Also, I think I'm not supposed to talk about private servers, but I'm not streaming Maple, so it's fine. And by the time MapleStory Classic comes around, I'll either have a job or the mods will be long gone. So I can't get in trouble for it. Yeah, I need to delete this. I'll use this for now. I can always just keep it up. I need to delete this and only one basic. Nexon isn't no, Nexon is Nintendo. Nexon literally has like you could only have certain I think Maple Legends and Maple Royals like both apparently paid Nexon a lot to like let them off the hook. So those are like the only publishers you can actually stream safely. Everything else like gets you nuked if they find you. They aren't like actively hunting for you, but it's still a big no-no. Clip him? What the fuck? Nexon would okay. But like you saying that makes it sound like Nexon would lose a 1v1 to anything but apparently Power World. But even Power World people got like a little like put off by like, oh, the game's gonna get killed. Like, no one really wins a fight with Nexon. Jail cell? Oh yeah, I would have gotten sued for like what was it like that one Japanese man that like did something and then like he has to pay Nintendo like all of his paychecks for the next 30 years of his life or some shit. So funny. Yeah, that's fair. Nexon's not really that bad, but Nexon can be pretty funny. Clip his ass. Get him. Yeah, they really do not play. I've been seeing a lot of whatchamacallits. I've been seeing a lot of tweets of like people just tagging Nexon because there are people making like AI videos of like I think the exact game was like what was it? Sonic Frontiers. Like they're like mimicking that style of like your camera POV is like Fortnite and it's just like the main character running in a straight line. And people are like, at Nintendo, I did not realize Luigi could look this fucking ugly. This is painting a very unrealistic picture of your game, and it's making me less likely to buy Nintendo products. So funny. Their beef with Dark and Darker was actually so unserious. No, it's it's so funny. I forgot what the exact beef with Dark and Darker was. It was like the way their drop system worked or something. But Dark and Darker, like even though like I think they won, but they actually lost because that game never recovered. Like Dark and Darker actually never recovered from that shit. They actually got destroyed. It's never about the actual it's never about winning. It's about making sure the other person loses. And with lawsuits, there's always a loser. In lawsuits, there's either one loser or two losers. There's never two winners. Uh, so silly. I don't need another thingy. I think 1, 2, 3. I'm already done with the tunnels. Boop, boo. So then you go low. Low is good. Low is good. I can dodge one fight. They became a pay-to-play eccentric cash grab, and it's over from them. Yeah, I feel like game dev culture is such an interesting, it's such an interesting like sphere because I feel like a lot of game devs they try to give the impression that like maybe game devs isn't the right word, but I feel like no, I think it is. There's a lot of like what am I trying to say? It always feels like game devs try to give off, like especially indie game devs, they try to give off the "we're just like you" impression, but very few of them actually commit to like being like just like us, if that makes sense. Also, this guy's gonna one shot my ass. What the fuck? I should have saved the AP. Youch! Dark and Darker lost 6.5 million. Oh, that's probably why they became a cash grab. That's funny. I made tops. Yeah. All right. So I was gonna say about the thing was like I genuinely might die actually here. Oh, they tried to appeal to the demographic, then found like fraudulent. No, 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 no. They okay. Well, sorry, I super distracted. Well, I was trying to say was like a lot of these indie games, they like act like they're like, oh, we're just like you guys, for real, guys. We're just like you. But then they'll get like this once they get the small amount of like traction, then it's like a bunch of like DLCs and like not like broken promises. Like they'll I think most games don't really do that because I think I'm thinking like the one where like it's like the you're like fighting as a swarm. I forgot what it was called already, but it's like the one where you fight as a swarm and like it was like a huge game for a while. Well, Helldivers 2. I think Helldivers 2 was like one of the ones that actually like remained pretty I don't know if loyal is the right word, but like remained pretty chill with how they like monetize the game. But there are like so many more games that are like not very trustworthy. Like so many other devs that aren't really trustworthy. Like I think of like Yandere Dev as like the biggest example. Like I think a lot of indie games that are still popular to this day don't follow this trend because they didn't do that. And so therefore they like they didn't follow the trend of being greedy after they made it successful. So like they're still popular because like they didn't lie to the fans and they like engaged with goodwill in the way goodwill's supposed to be engaged with and all that. I feel like there's a lot of indie games that like will just like try and greed it out and then they like lose everything and all that. Hello, baby Ashley. You don't trust Yandere Dev? I do not. Path of Exile. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like Path of Exile is one of those games where it's like, oh, like they are, like they took the goodwill and then they actually like deserve the goodwill because they continue to like build on the game and all that. I think many devs are not like that. Maybe Ashley, you're gonna get 2 seconds to prove that you're not a bot or not a scammer. You get one message to prove it. Actually, Peak Double Dev Studio brought up the 10th update in a row with more coming. Yeah. It's like Stardew, for example. Stardew's like a great example of like just like extreme goodwill, and then being one of like the most popular, like it's like just one of the most popular indie dev games ever, right? And Minecraft, ironically, is like a game that like could have went down the bad faith indie dev route, but then like ended up being like Microsoft ended up being very fair with it somehow. Yeah, what can I type in the chat? What can I type in the chat? Oh, I don't know. Sorry, whenever like there's like a person that just immediately follows and then they say a word, gotta be honest, like 90% of the time they're a bot or like they're a scammer. And like they'll ask about like commissions for drawing art and stuff, and it's like very consistent. So especially when there's a female name on it. Smart detection beta. Perp. I was like, wait, there's no way they actually typed that. And look at the name, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see what happened. Wait, Bronco got nuked again? Uh-oh. Wait, Veronica, it's been like 3 fights. Girl, what happened? I'm dead. Wait, I'm actually dead. Veronica? Oh, I live. How does this always happen? Good was super important, same when not assuming your playbase is completely stupid when it matters. Yeah. Yeah, game dev is such a odd sphere, also incredible. Not Heart of the Orban. I mean, it's still good enough, but yeah. Get it together. Yeah, she really is just shaking her shit. Did you hate the artist? Well, considering that I banned them immediately before they could really talk, I don't really have a opinion of them. But usually when it comes to artists, I always commission friends or them being an artist comes up much later in conversation after I've gotten to know them. So, yes. You want some art? You want some banner overlays? Like that being busy this weekend, game was buggy AF. I played a very small amount, but I did engage with the bugs a little bit. Like the reload bug when you like reset your turn once and then like it messes you up for the rest of the fight. Like I had that. I did run into that, but it was like somewhat on purpose because I knew it was a thing, and I just wanted to play the event, so I ended up like having to deal with it because like I realized that you can use the undo last move to re-roll Cassius's quest proc. So I was like, wait, instead of spending 8 minutes to redo side one, I can just spend one Protoss point to to see if I can re-get to like I can like save 7 minutes of my life to re-roll the quest proc at like the cost of like some efficiency of the run. And then yeah. I literally like I had to refresh the quest proc like 9 times. So I literally saved like 90 minutes of my life by re-rolling. Remember lucidity? Yeah, she's like, wait, I know what I'm doing. You do the epiphany gacha when you play card. A lot of people have suggested that, to be fair. A lot of people want that, which I definitely understand. Like, I could agree with it. I think I think that's not even the worst part about the game. I think the event gacha is way worse. But I do agree that they need to make making decks a little easier, but it shouldn't be super easy. And also like there's the entire problem where uh, like there's an additional issue where in the end it's not even that straightforward to build a deck because the true Bis stuff requires you to get equipment at the end of it as well. Like currently for ranking dungeon, you have to get true Bis equips as well, and that's also really rare. So I agree that like rerolling your epiphanies would be really good for casuals, but I don't even think it'd be enough with how RNG the game is. And I think rerolling event dice rolls is often, I mean, casuals wouldn't be playing enough for that to matter anyway. So yeah, it's probably just a good idea for them to do that. Do that. You also reroll fish for crits. Yeah, true. Your friend does all the artwork for the most part. Well, okay. I will never take somebody who asks me for commission unless I know them well. And usually, most of my actual commissions are the ones like I reach out to them. So even if, especially when like people on Twitch are like, "Hey, you want a commission?" It's like it's always a no because I'd only take that from people I already know, and very often it's not people I know that are asking for commissions early. Slow schedule gacha is actually better for people. I'm tweaking. I want to my currency right now, right now, right now. I mean, there have been 3 characters in like 6 weeks. That is a personal problem if you're not pulling, right? That's not really on them. That is on you. That is not a them problem. Like the schedule is literally faster than like most gachas so far. 3 weeks for one new character? Usually it's like 2 months for one character. You just don't want to play the characters they offer. It's not the same, right? You pulled for 4 stars? Now my soft pity saved up. That's a mood. Youch. Is it okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? It's not that their schedule is fast. You said slow schedule when this objectively has a very fast schedule. Like it's not. This is literally the opposite of a slow banner. Like if we didn't get infinite free pulls from all the Korean drama, like we'd be so far behind on pulls. Therineal, Adelheid. I don't think. I think Adelheid is just gonna be another Mika problem. But I saw that the leaks for Therineal weren't really that. I mean, it's like dot based, which is fine, but or not dot based, but debuff based, which is fine. But I'm not particularly super excited for that personally. She has a Whittlebird, Bluebird, Suwa, Trauma, delete. Can you share leak? I'll find the leak. It's probably on. No, let me type Bible. Nope. Cesian leak Bible. Let's see if this is the link for it. Oh my god, it's an image. And not. Reentry.co. Oh, reentry is blocked. That's what. Okay. Can we type this out manually? It was on there? Yeah, it's this. Therineal. It might not. Oh, hey, it's Heart of the Orbit. Hey, I hit. Oh shit. I'm a hitter. Therineal's only a picture. Okay, again, this is my problem with this game. Like, who? They all look the same. Serenil, Euphemia, Nine apparently. If Nine's also like a white-haired person. I mean, Carl might as well be related to them. Like, Carl is just another white-haired person. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Camila, another white-haired girl, but she's not like purple insane. Like Hella, also the white-haired girl. Can we get a different hair color besides pink and white? Narja, yeah, another white-haired girl. Oh, I didn't see Rowena last time. Ibel? Serenil? You know what it is? It's because they all have this white outfit as well. That's why I'm confused by all of them. They all have this like sci-fi outfit where it's like fabric chest armor. Like skin tight fabric armor. That's like clearly meant to be like oh, this is like chainmail. Guys, we swear. Like that sort of vibe, but it's clearly not. Like it all looks the same to me. Hey Cypress. Good morning. It's no longer morning for me, but oh my. Oh right, I have like 0 HP. Uh 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 3:45? You're waking up at 3:45? Good morning, man. Good morning. Sorry, this fucker does 601 damage, like, naturally. More than half my HP per whack. And I have no way to mitigate that. Hello? I do have ways to mitigate it, but it's not very fun. I should have drawn first. Oopsies. Youch! Oh, that is not good. That is that is not good. Hey, bro, can you proc your null stacks for me real quick? Thank you. I'm chasing the original buy-in spam deck that I wanted to chase a while back. Okay, this bug is back. By the oh no, it's not because I'm on 5/6. Never mind, I'm stupid. There was like that one bug we could preview the HP up, and I thought it came back for a second, but I mean clearly it didn't. Judging by the fact that I just went 5/6. Oh, I kind of need a heal. Calm down there, Veronica. Tell us more. Um, there's not a really good way to show this, but let me see if we can try this real quick. Just scroll up infinite. Here we go. It is on here. Uh, there's not a good way. Okay, I'll figure it out. It's not even. I'm complaining for no reason. It's not even that hard to pull up. So I was out most of the weekend, and when I was going home last night on the train, I decided to like make a little thingy. So basically, this is like I mean the notes are on here to make it easier to read or to make it more obvious. But the idea is essentially like this is the hit the divine epiphany for the create Oni hunt. So you have a 0 cost that creates 2 0 cost. You have Cassius, and then you just hit the bound at dust that subtracts 1 AP for your next played card, and then you have the karmic flames that reduces your next chizuru card. You did make a dog. It's just notepad. Like I will just on the train and made notepad. But yeah, mostly made it for myself. Yeah, so that's the thing I'm looking for. It's definitely a lot better on E2, and it's probably better without the bound at dust limitation because you can cycle with more stuff without it. But you know, it is what it is. You can only How much space do I have left? 130. It's one more dupe. Wait, is one more dupe? 0, 10, 30. No, 0, 10, 30. Yeah, it's one more dupe. Jaja. I don't know Korean. Very hard to farm Tressa, or it's not lucky. No copy, no trigger shadow. Yeah, it's rough. No matter what, it's just a pain in the giant pain in the ass to farm Tressa. It's definitely one of those like just you just have to keep at it until you hit the high roll, and even when you hit the high roll, you have to hit a bigger high roll because it's not only you're not only looking for like sorry, I'm brain farting. You're not only looking for the correct Tressa build or the correct Tressa cards, you have to actually be in Zero or in you have to be in Blue Pot or Bug World or Four Toed Ruins to get the correct chess piece in order to rank up now. Because even if you have the correct build and you have one or two glorious resistances, everyone has that these days. So now you have to have even more on top of what you originally had. Mostly well, not for ranking. Well, yes and no. If you want to get 500k easily, then yes, that's all you need. But if you want to get masters and maintain masters, you have to get the chess piece at this point. Divine Draw, Shadow Reload, all my decks are Divine, but only one copy upgrade Divine. There's a really high chance that you're not even supposed to get Divine Epiphany on those cards. Because the value is not actually that high for upgrade values being. Like, upgrades being Divine Epiphany is actually very low value. The best things you should be divining are cards that you play over and over again. So like Mika, Sources. Oh wow, I actually have the perfect deck. I got as perfect as you can get, essentially, and I missed here. Did I get... No, this is the one where I went to the next place, right? Oh, it is this. Okay, it is Core Discourse. I can still get Empty Void. Tressa is so tired. Yeah, Tressa is on the grind. But yeah, it's a lot. Oh, Miguel is alive! Yeah, no you won't. This is a really good, I mean, this is literally perfect. I'm at 130 perfectly, or 160 perfectly. But this is what I mean, like, you can't get Divine Epiphany like this, right? If you have triple... So, like, with Tressa, for example, instead of triple Tsukiyomi, I mean, obviously with Tressa, you only need to delete two things, so you have an extra 50... You have an extra 50 Faint Memory on Tressa, and you wouldn't have Forbidden Hunters, so you have 70 extra. But you'd rather dupe, like, you'd rather have extra, in my opinion, you'd rather have, like, Lord's Resistance with an Epiphany on it, and then, like, maybe a few other support cards with, like, triple generic Shadow Reload, than, like, having Divine Epiphanies on Shadow Reload that aren't the -1 AP, because the upgrade, like, the ones that give you Resolve and stuff aren't very valuable, in my opinion. Sheath Unsheath Dagger is a draw card with the 2 bonus daggers? Yeah, pretty much. I know a lot of people run Exhaust to make their deck a bit thinner, because there is a bit of draw problems for a lot of that deck. Excuse me. It's a lot of Tsukiyomi and not very many oh, there was Tsukiyomi, never mind. My bad. Did it force discard me? No, it didn't. That was weird. Saw 2 more targeted hits. Oh god. Not very friendly of them. Sorry, am I dying? Huh? Huh? Wait, I've actually never had this problem before. Wait, I'm just dead. I'm actually just straight up dead. I can't cast all this. I have no attack cards. Wait, what? I'm genuinely just straight up dead. Wait, I've actually never had this problem. I mean, it's fine because I already got the build, but... Huh? Why didn't it give me the, And it gives me... Why didn't it give me the draw and Vuln aspect? Like, why is it giving me these thoughts when I hit the, whatever. I already got my full build, technically. It's not a good build, but it is a build. Oh. Honestly, pretty cool death animation. No copy form, shall reload, for don't upgrade 0 cost, fine. Unsheath from exterior. Yeah, that's probably not bad as like a non-ranking thing, but you do sadly need triple shatter reload to do the ranking properly. I feel like for most other stuff though, it's like pretty good, to be fair. I mean, yeah, the issue with my chizuru builds right now is that I keep getting the like alternate build that's like obviously good. Like this build is just good, to be totally honest. It's just not what I want. I also need to farm Nia back with like the proper Adagio build. Because I need to get multiple dupes on Adagio, unfortunately. Yeah, your deck is really, really good, but it's not good in the meta way. It's really good in like a utility way. If you're playing Chizuru, I think your deck is really good with Chizuru. Like that's probably one of the few trusted decks that would actually like agree like Chizuru should be played with. I think generically speaking, Chizuru Tressa is like not correct at all. But if you're what is this? Oh yeah, it's good. But like for that, like what you have in particular, it is quite decent. Like having a 0 cost or like yeah, having like the draw Divine Epiphany with 2 extra bonus daggers, like that's just you have 3 draws, 6 0 cost total. That is just objectively good. Aether Eater's trash. I don't think Intolerance. I mean, these are all terrible. I can rest those. Might as well go the resting for once. Down here. forced to take a rest up there, so I don't want to go there. I do wonder if I overrate Chizuru, like, with this particular team. I think the main reason why Chizuru feels bad is because I'm a lot more aggressive with the mods right now. Because usually I take, like, really safe mods, but these are, like, minus HP with Gangrene, obviously, punches me really hard in the face. So I still do think that Chizuru is really strong in Chaos, but I'm not really treating her well with, like, with the quality of runs. It still works, yeah, yeah. It's like good, but like obviously the quote unquote hard content demands something else. Like it's obviously a good deck. It's just not Shadow Reload. Like it's not main carry Tressa, it's support Tressa. And support Tressa with Chizuru is good, but I guess also with Hugo it's alright. Excuse me. It's probably quite decent with Hugo as well, because you don't need to run healers anymore. You can just run Tressa, Hugo +1. These all blow. These are not correct. Dude. Alright, we'll just make it to the first boss again. None of these are right for what I want. It's just gonna be the exact same build as last time. Honestly, I might even just dip at the, Actually, do I just dip? I don't know. I could maybe try it for a Mika build, but I already put Somnolent Fruit on the wrong person. I guess I could fish for Mika. I'm fishing for Mika. I'll take this out. Not watching your content yet about the 3-cost upgrade that increased AP, but you got jammed. Is it really good? Yeah, so the TL0 of that video is that in the ranking content, it's only for the ranking content, by the way. That's why like the heal is circled pointing at the score. But basically, like when you overheal, you don't get score, but when you heal damage taken, like when you heal real HP, it gets converted to score. So the boss will only attack you so often, but you can forcibly take damage through stuff like Glorious Resistance, through stuff like a chest piece that you can only get from non-seasonal event worlds. And so it's really good because the way that the event works, you can only get so much score from killing the boss. Because every time you kill the boss, the next body gives you less points. Like it contains less points overall. But the score you get from healing is not capped because they didn't. I guess like they didn't expect players to like find a way to get more score, like to damage themselves more, right? Because it's like a very backwards way of playing the game where you intentionally hurt yourself to get more points. So that's all. That's all it is. It's literally like it's like yeah, hitting yourself to get more points. That's why Glow's Resistance is really good for the event map, because you're forced into taking 10 turns anyways. So you do get the 3 AP back overall across the game, or across the 10 turns. So it is just, it's really good for that alone. Obviously in like 9-9 Family Head and Basin, it's not as relevant, because in that, you want the fight to end as soon as possible. But because you're locked into playing 10 rounds in Ranking Dungeon, it's really good. Because usually you cast it on like turn 2 and turn 3. So you're positive 4 AP at the bare minimum. Or at the very max, you're like positive 4 AP, usually like positive 2 or 3 if you got unlucky. But the main benefit is the fact that cheese out like you cheese out like 70% more HP healed of your max HP bar. Is it good? So you don't want to use it. You don't want too much because the boss can still kill you. And the main thing is that the equipment, that's called Chains of Obsession. That equipment gives you way more self damage than that card does. So I made that video a little bit before Global confirmed that the chess piece works. But the reason why right now the ranking dungeon's especially annoying to farm for is because you need to hit that specific chess piece, and right now the current thoughts are you can only get that chess piece from elite fights. You're curious? Yeah, it's a lot of grinding, and honestly, it doesn't seem like it's very valuable. Like it's not. If you care about the masters tier, it is worth your time. But if you don't really care that much about the masters tier, then I would say it's a waste of time. But I know a lot of people do want the like ego boost from masters, so if that's what you want, then like I won't knock it. But it is like it's gonna be you have to not only hit the triple reload, you also have to hit the correct vital strike, and then you have to hit uh Chains of Obsession. Because right now we're still like not we're like barely a week. We're not even a week actually. We're still 2 more days until it's been a full week since the ranking dungeon came out. And so you have to imagine there's still 20 days left at least of that dungeon being active. So people like right now, like in the high ranks, they all have scuffed builds, but they have a lot of time to get perfected builds. So if you're grinding, you have to grind for the perfect build for the long term. Because if you grind for the short term, you'll have the Masters logo or the Masters rank right now, but you won't have it like it's going away a week from now if people keep going and you aren't. So that's why I'm not bothering personally because it's too much effort. Yeah, the rewards are not like again. It's just the ego thing. Like so far, it's like a fine way of designing ranking dungeons where it's purely for ego. But I was talking to Star Me about this, and I think, or I was chatting in her Discord about this, and it's one of those things where it's like, in my opinion, it's very easy for that content to be very toxic very fast, if that makes sense. I don't know if this is worth it. It might be. I might try it. I need to get a God Epiphany. Or do I need a God Epiphany? I kind of would like a God Epiphany. Okay, whatever. We'll take this. You're choosing other god units god decks in case you need other content you haven't already. Yeah, there will be a second ranking dungeon after this one ends. The issue is that we won't know what is good in it. I'm assuming it's gonna be Chizuru again, like Chizuru, like the exact same characters that are good this chaos or this ranking dungeon will be good again next ranking dungeon, but they will find a way to make Tressa, Mika, Cassius not playable. Like, because right now, I was saying it early beginning of stream, but like Yuki and Chizuru are good in this ranking dungeon. It's just that this like free to play comp is makes everything else irrelevant. Like nothing will come close to that team. Period. And it was obviously very unintentional for that team to be relevant. So did it really? Incredible. But yeah. So like chasing Chizuru builds is probably gonna be high value. Chasing Yuki builds will probably be high value. Chasing like I mean obviously you can't build for Serenial? Yeah, Serenial's her name, right? So obviously building for Serenial is a bit difficult, if not impossible, because you can't make her items. But she is order, so even Hugo wouldn't be that bad, right? For single target. If Serenial Hugo is a thing that can be played, which is pretty possible. Because yeah, they might have like double single target, right? Like they might outdate Yuki and make it so like first side is Chizuru focused and second side is Serenial focused with like order weakness and whatever. Assuming I actually don't know if Serenil's order. She's a dot one, right? I think she's a dot character, so yeah. And if Serenil is anything like Tressa, like with debuffs and like skills synergizing with each other, then you will want Hugo, because Hugo will be the highest value for that gameplay by a pretty decent margin. Because in the end, the game's about finding ways to bypass limitations. That's why Tressa, Cassius, Mika is really good, because they bypass traditional like AP limits and card play limits. That's why, I mean, obviously that's why Mei Lin's good, because she bypasses like damage limits by having an uncapped hit count. Same thing with Luke, same thing with a lot of other characters. And the reason why Yuki and Chizuru aren't considered nearly as good as that is because they either don't have straightforward ways or they don't have as powerful ways of bypassing that AP limit, right? So it's the wrong failure. Shame. Don't have a Divine Epiphany, don't have the correct Epiphany on the other thing, so this is probably not a good build for Mika. Go and buy this anyways. Just in case. Jaja. I might keep this Whirlpool just so I can dupe more, but right now I'd only be duping. We'll see, we'll see. There's a lot of things I can do. I'll probably just delete some mill fruit now for the sake of getting something. 3 modes. Oni Moonslash, Suku 2 bind. Yeah, yeah. That'd be the only way to like super break that one content. Me over here with funky Hugo decks, yeah. I think Hugo and Serenil again. Oh no, my bad. Oh, Euphina was the debuff girl. We don't know what Serenil is. Oh my god. I was confused. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, it wasn't okay. I'm starting to remember. I misremember. I thought Euphina was again. They need to make the characters more visually distinct. Like this, like skin tight fabric body armor shit is like it all looks too similar for me. I cannot tell the difference between all of them. But yeah, Euphina might not be the order character. Let me see if I can find it on their main site because I know they have like previews of people on their main site. They either do or they did. Narja, Alexia, Euphina all look the exact same to me. They don't have Serenil on here. Alright, I guess there's no spoilers there. Suku 2, bind is meh. Yeah, 4 copy Suku 2, bind not good. Use only one time. Only one good slot with Ray. Tsukiyomi 2 bind. You don't like it? The +2 hit. Yeah, I think, I mean, I'm inclined to believe that Oni spam is the highest cap, but I know that the +2 hits is like very memey, and that's why people are hyping it up a lot. Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, those leaks are intentional, right? Like those leaks are very intentionally out so that so that players can like be excited with their fake like hype because they're not real. Like those characters will not be released with those kits, and if they are, then like that seems kind of unwise in my opinion. But more power to them, I guess. But yeah, I guess it is fine if that's how they decide to handle it. But yeah, it's obviously to like it's obviously to like convince people to be long-term invested into the game. Should I try for a higher cap Tsukuyomi build? I mean, it's only plus 10. I can't really do much with only plus 10 on Tsukuyomi. That's why I build Abandon then. Do I ever take these? Nah. I'm probably dipping. I don't think this is... I mean, two Blessing of Waves is essentially another water barrier, but I'd rather have a dupe tech analysis or dupe stress of water. Because, like, Blessing of Waves never really gives you a useful thingy. And I didn't get a... I don't know. Yeah, that's probably not worth it. 3 copy rate upgrade, increase to 180. Spam them, you do 65,000. That's pretty crazy, actually. That's pretty good. Yeah, I definitely feel like they leaked on purpose to mind control you into playing more. There's no reason ever to leak like that. Otherwise, it's just all for the propaganda of like, look at all these characters we have on the horizon. Don't you want to stay for human Veronica with short hair? Huh? Don't you want to stay for that? Yeah, whatever. The time save from having 3 fights with 184% is too valuable. I think the remove 2 cards for 30% HP is still a way better fate, but I save like 5 minutes with his other fate. It's just it's just so valuable to sprint through. I can't access it without going through a campfire. Why does the game do this so often? This game has been so weird and so hilarious. I mean, that isn't, I think that makes sense. Like, that's a pretty, I think that's like a pretty common gotcha, Stockholming, kidnapping, like, tactic these days of like pretending like, oh no, they've leaked so many characters. Aren't you so excited? Ha 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 ha. You know? I mean, it worked on me because I do want to play long enough to get Tenebria. But the reason why like it's not like the FOMO isn't as powerful for me is because I know that like since I don't know when Tenebria is dropping, it's like hard for me to like be convinced to like stay for the unknown amount of time it would take for her to pop up. You have good raid decks, Chizuru Chizuru with 1/0 cause damage increase, permanent 3. Yeah, that sounds really good for Ray or for Chizuru. I do think like I think Cassius Nia will always be a higher cap, but I feel like that's like it's only higher cap in the sense that like if you're willing to grind infinite, then Nia Cassius will be better. But Ray is a lot easier to just like get a good build like with, if that makes sense. Like chasing the Nia Cassius dream is gonna take so long, in my opinion. What am I deleting? I'm just gonna delete ambush for now. I want to see what I get before I have to go down, right? Because I don't have a path down after this. Dangerous, dangerous. You didn't kill us with this? Maybe. You like Veronica more? I mean, Veronica is in the same boat where she's significantly easier to build. Like Cassius Nia, like true Bis Cassius Nia will have like Adagio spam. Adagio spam with 000 will give you A lot of free procs, because with the correct Adagio Epiphany, each Adagio is 2 0 costs. And then along with that, each Adagio is burning Eternal Hunger, which would then give you an extra draw and extra AP, right? And then you would save your full house to draw the returned Eternal Hunger after you've discarded it. And then obviously Cassius has a Devil's Dice Epiphany where you can discard 2 and draw 2. So you can then further discard your Eternal Hungers. And if you play essentially like that loop, will give you so much extra AP. I think that's probably the highest, like that's the highest cap support pair in the game. Where you have Nia, no, it's Cassius. Where when you draw, you heal. Like Cassius 4 dupes, I think, is where you draw and you heal. Because like with that, you have infinite healing, you have infinite AP, you have infinite like morale stacks. Like that is by far the best support core in the game. If your character can play 0 costs, which Chizuru obviously can with the Tsukuyomi and all that stuff. So a lot of characters, like the other supports, like they don't have like that. I'm gonna feed into your existing synergy aspect. Like only realistically only Nia Cassius really loop each other like that. My Daja only super for Noah uses Nia for discarding. You hate to refarm Nia and Cassius. Yeah, no, it's super obnoxious refarming those two. It's such an ugly farm. Because as you know, it's like they are not good in chaos at all. And you're like going for such specific like setups and it's super slow because obviously like with Chizuru, I have the speed of having another DPS. But with like Nia Cassius, I don't have that extra speed. It's like all Veronica slapping away. Another dice. Dude, it's actually been like 6 dice of derangement in a row from Squidman for accessory slots. I mean, to be fair, I don't mind because I don't have a god roll going on right now. I'd rather see Saphir when I have a god roll. So, like, part of me is happy to see that I missed, but it's just very annoying. Only Mika and Bronx is unreplaceable. I think I think Mika is replace. Like, I've heard many times that she is quite replaceable for if you have E6 Ray. But my Ray is very underbuilt compared to my Mika, so that's why I've been bothered. You did for a little bit, and you're like, I was like, no one's gonna up 3 Junkers and try again later. Yeah, exactly. It is not so great. Not so great. In fact, many might say it's very obnoxious to deal with that RNG and chaos. These are both pretty bad. This is no, these are just both bad. I don't even know if Engraved Malice is good, but it's better now, but I'll probably just take this for the chaos run. I don't know who I'm putting it on. Probably Veronica for fun. I have credit reduction, I think, so I can do this. E6 Ray heals and can't keep up the healing because better for Sivik. Yeah, yeah. I've just heard that Ray is better because they're like, oh, the damage output from Ray is better. She actually like she has like 120% healing is decent. She has her Epiphany 6 is like gives you a lot of extra damage, right? So that's why like I've heard that it's just good. Excuse me. But yeah. You ever try with Nia because you're coping and can put off eventually you'll eventually get a 5-star version of one or both of them. I mean, the kits for Cassius and Nia, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how likely it is for the supports to be stronger than the ones we have now. Especially gauging out the fact that every DPS has been notably weaker than the release DPSs. I get the feeling that every character is going to be like a bit lower power than they otherwise should be because they're like scarred from the release power level being too high. And even then, like Nia is a pretty unique niche. Like I'd be surprised if they printed the exact copy because like right now Maribel and Magna are probably the most like copy paste cookie cutter duplicates of each other. No other character in the game like occupies so similar of a niche as Maribel and Magna do, because Maribel and Magna are literally just counterattack, deal damage from your shield characters, right? But Magna is genuinely a little bit stronger because she does AoE and she has more powerful like this and that. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, I would say. The like they've done a good job of not making every character the same. I guess the is the endpoint. I use Nia Cassie only for Noah. Yeah, that's a very classic way of utilizing those two for sure. I don't know why I'm casting these. No healing. So this Mika build's worthless too now. So we're back to staring at Chizuru, who has gotten no epiphanies, no divine epiphanies. I got one good epiphany here. No mutant sample yet, hopefully. You know, watching too many Nia clears lately. Nia is really fun. I will say Nia's kit is very fun. I think you cannot go wrong with Nia. The one Chizuru turn one shot family head, yeah. Like again, like I get that the characters are weaker. Like don't get me wrong, the characters are obviously weaker than release, but the community is so okay. This is like a somewhat of a tangent, but I got into a slight argument with Warbolt in the creators Discord because I was saying that Chizuru's Bound at Dusk epiphany or Bound at Dusk card is not good enough. And for some reason, that guy thought I was saying that she should be like Tressa. When I was saying you should buff Inhibit to be more powerful. And then he was like, oh, so you just want everyone to be like Tressa. I was like, what the fuck? Like, where's this coming from? I literally did not say any of this. I don't know. It was so bizarre, like, having to argue with the creator about, like, a character getting a meaningful buff to one of their weakest cards. Because I think Bound at Dusk is literally the worst card in the game at the moment. Because it's like a really harsh restriction for not even a real upside, right? Because you look at Bound at Dusk, like again, I know that she's not a release character, so it's a little different. But you look at like Veronica's upgrade, and then you look at Chizuru's upgrade. Veronica gives you one of the best scaling damage abilities in the game, and it comes for free. And it has like a bunch of utility. Like you have AoE, you can have double hit, you can have crit hit, you can have multiple generations, you can have all of this. And then Bound at Dusk is like, oh, you get +1 hit, which is not bad. And then but then you lock yourself to 3 AP once you get the upgrade. You have a good opinion of him from his Maitland video? I didn't really watch it. He actually he linked me that video, by the way. He linked me that video and he timestamped it and he said, I counter all of your points at this timestamp at 4:30. And I clicked on it and it didn't even counter my argument. He was like, oh, like the community is so brain rotted. Like what was it? Like, oh, like everyone's like so forced into thinking that like you have to be like trust the Cassius Mika. And I was like, that's not even like that's literally not what I'm saying. Like my argument was never about making Chizuru like that team. I literally just want Chizuru's main like unique card to be good enough to actually enable something. And he just kept going like let me look. I don't think I'm allowed to show the Discord. But he like direct quote. His direct quotes are like so we're circling back to the Tressa argument where you just draw your entire deck. Why play anything else when what you're doing is suboptimal, right? Is it not a fair argument? And I'm like, no, it's not a fair argument. I literally said like I don't know. The guy was like I I didn't know him. I still don't know him, but that interaction just turned me off so much. Down to some, yeah, very low base payoff. Instead of one hit every card of hers. I said plus one hit to everything, like to everyone's attack card, which I think, like, upon retrospection, is definitely too powerful because I'm realizing that would buff Veronica. Like, that would buff Veronica ballistas. But even that, I feel like is, I mean, that would break chaos runs and make chaos runs piss easy for Veronica. So I think that's like probably not, like, again, upon thinking about it more, probably shouldn't be a thing because of Veronica alone. But I do think, like, yes, it should at least be plus one attack to her own cards at the very least. Like, I said something a bit more obnoxious, like a bit more egregious, because I wanted to affect, like, I wanted to buff stuff like Vulture Ejection, right? I want to buff Magna. I want to buff cards that are expensive because one of Chizuru's epiphanies on it are activate other combatants' cards. So to me, it should buff her allies. But again, I thought about it like some more, and I'm like, oh, if Giant Ballista had +2 hit, would that not be broken? If Enhanced Ballista had +2 hit, would that not be broken? If I had like Ballista Duplication, they all had +1 hit, would that not be broken? Like, it would be broken, is the answer. But at least that's interesting, because then you can make Veronica a DPS outside of Chaos. But it would make existing Chaos very trivial. So yeah. Is giving Chizuru niche to be enjoyable, not weird. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know what his problem was. Like, I don't know where his energy was coming from. Like, I don't, like, he doesn't know my content. I don't know his content. But he was, like, acting as if I'm some person who wants every deck to be, like, Malin, like, Malin or Tressa. And I don't know where that confidence came from. But yeah, that was like a very odd interaction I had because like I think Chizuru is good. Like, don't get me wrong, but the issue is that a lot of her good decks involve not using Bound at Dusk, and he was saying like, oh, like I can deal 10k damage without Bound at Dusk, but then the Bound at Dusk he's using is the one that generates 2 AP, which, like, I get it, it's a bit different, but like, is that not still the same thing? Where you're like, where you're utilizing Bound at Dusk to be a shitty Melee or Mika. It was like an entire, like, I told him that like he said that there is a good epiphany, and I told him the epiphany is good, but -2 to random cards is still, it's like pretty much the same thing as having +2 AP. Wow, what is this? I'll try Oni Hunt. See if we get the epiphany. Actually, I think it's not worth it again. It's not worth the headache. He's an agenda and pusher, and that's my. I mean, hey, that's my first impression too, and I had a direct interaction with him, so don't worry, man. I'm right with you on that. Like, the fact that he was pushing his agenda, that, because again, the Malin video, he says the community just wants everything to be Cassie Speak Tressa, and then he was pretending like I was saying that I want more things to be like Cassie Speak Tressa. So I 100% agree with you. He is, my first impression after directly interacting with him is that he's an agenda pusher, even though I told him twice that I wasn't pushing that agenda, but he still acted like that was my agenda. Like, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I'm deleting Found It Doesn't, I'm happy with it. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just, I get that it's usable, but it's not good and it's not interesting. Like, I don't know why you celebrate Bound at Dusk being bad because it limits your AP. Because like, what I told him was that it doesn't increase your gameplay, it limits your gameplay because it gives you a hard cap. And he said that, oh, what was that exact same thing? He said specifically that it is unique gameplay because it requires more forethought. I think I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but he said it's more difficult because it requires more forethought in order to play with limited AP. And I told him that that's not true because everyone plays Chaos, which is inherently a limited AP environment. A lot of people don't play Mika, and Mika is the main easiest source of AP generation, so that's another AP limited environment. A lot of people don't farm decks like don't no life decks, so they automatically have AP limited decks because they don't have divine epiphanies that give you plus AP. So like his argument that it's a different and it's like a unique playstyle or it's difficult because you have limited AP isn't even true, and then he just glossed over that. I was like, okay, like like he's just pretending that I'm talking about because trust like Cassius. Like I don't understand. Warball, yeah. He's like a pretty I think he's a lot bigger than I am, but and I think he's like pretty popular. Because I remember when I first joined the content creation Discord or content creator Discord, I was like, oh, like let me check out some of these names, and people were like gassing him up, so I was like kind of curious. But I like looked at his content, I'm like, whatever, I don't really care about looking at other people. And then I had that interaction with him because I posted a suggestion in the content creator Discord about like oh it'd be nice seeing Bound at Dusk being better, and then he came at me with that energy. I was like, what the fuck? What is this? Her first card usable for creating bullets at each turn compared to chizuru. Yeah, exactly. Like it's just not even close. Like the value is incomparable. This is propagative virus. I don't I don't have that card unlocked. I don't have the meme card unlocked. Wait, this actually looks really funny. It's not gonna be good though. That's a shame. I can make a Giga Veronica deck though if I get lucky. Also, I can dodge this and go here. Yeah, like I don't know what invisible enemies he was fighting. Again, I would love to leak the chats, just like show like just like get an opinion to like for me to go like was I actually acting like was I actually giving off that impression? But I think it's probably not in good. It's not in good wouldn't be a good look rather if people found out about that. I mean to be fair, like me outing out like minor drama in the Discord is also probably not that good of a look, but I don't really care. Like that guy genuinely like irks me. Meaty Marine Re. I watch your content. I agree. Delete Bound at Dusk. Yeah, I genuinely do not understand why you would not delete Bound at Dusk. It's not in good taste. Yeah, yeah. It's not in good taste to leak it, but it'd be really funny for content. If I was a drama farmer, I would probably leak it for fun because I think that would actually be kind of entertaining. Like no lie. CZN creator drama. Do you think Do you think this is a problem? Put your thoughts in below. Who do you side with? It's just too baffling, man. Like I don't understand the point of like going after like I don't I understand that has existing synergies, but it isn't non-recant. Yeah, exactly. Like that's also what I told him. Like the only genuinely the only genuinely interesting epiphanies that Bound at Dusk has is activate lead cards and activate other combatant cards, and they are not played because they are not good. And the only epiphany that he likes or that he mentioned specifically are the ones that are already being played, like are the ones that are pretending to be Mika. So it's like not even like his point. It's not even like he's proving his own point. He's like actively agreeing that the card is not good because the only good version is the one that pretends or that cosplays Mika, having like plus 2 AP for free. Like I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Also, I hate the fact this acts as if it's gonna be stacked. This Curse Shackles thing, like the one, I feel like implies that could be two, but it cannot. Hateful game. Limit on what you can do with the banquet. Even banquet requires, yeah, like it's just limiting. Like, why would I play? Like, why would I play that card when I can, if I lose Divine Epiphanies, that let me play more cards? Because like Ray, obviously, can play crit. Nope. Like Ray can have divine epiphanies to give her plus AP. So can Tressa. So can Chizuru. And you can make the argument that having Bound at Dusk allows you to play like cheaper decks, like limited decks. It allows you to play different divine epiphanies. Like I totally get that argument, but that he didn't make that argument a single time. Like I was actively thinking of better arguments for his point than he was using on me. I was like, this guy doesn't even know what he's talking. Like he's too busy trying to strawman me into being a supporter of making Chizuru like Tressa when I've never said that. I was like, come on, man. Like, where is this hostility coming from? Like I'm not even like saying what you're trying to think. I'm not even saying what you're saying. I'm saying. Think of your inhibition set being your worst set, no one can use it. Yeah, yeah. It's like the numbers are as bad. Again, like I think the the chaos the chaos side is very good content. Like they clearly care a lot about the chaos side content. But the issue with season one right now, I was probably gonna make a video about this and like post. I was gonna make this like my delayed video when I go home because I need a delayed video to like space out my absence for the creator program. I'll probably tell Smilegate that I have to go home and to like try and get some sympathy for it. But I was gonna make like a mild drama piece about how like they need to focus more on um like they need to focus more on their chaos content because they're clearly much better at their chaos content development than they are at the I missed. They're much better at the chaos content than they are at the gacha content. But the issue right now is that season one is very, very invested in making gacha content, which obviously reflects poorly because they're bad at balancing it. So if they instead made more like investment into chaos crawling, then not only does that make their game better because they're obviously way more invested into their Slay the Spire copy, that also allows people to feel less FOMO about not being as involved with the gacha side because the gacha side is where all the negative FOMO is being generated, right? Because that's where people are like saying like, oh, I like we need to have easier access to decks. We need to have easier access. Oh, wrong person. We need to have easier access to decks. We need to have the easier access to like faster grinding and chaos. We need this and that. Like that's where all of those complaints are coming from. So yeah, in my opinion, they just need to suck it up and like they need to make it so that chaos is their actual focus and not the other not the shit they're focusing on right now. Every extra AP with inhibit give me your shadow, moon, or extra damage hits. From that one epiphany, or what were we talking about earlier? During 9/11. Yeah, I mean Cycris, that's what he was complaining about. He was complaining that everyone's brain rotted for that style of gameplay, which I understand, but it's like again, I understand his point or that point, but then he continues to cite the -2 to 2 random combatant cards or 2 random cards as like a really good epiphany when that is exactly what regeneration of AP does anyways. So it's like, but it's just caps because you can't get any AP after that. Chaos Soul's enjoyable, everything else will be a mess. Yeah, exactly. It's like again, it's like the devs are pretty okay at chaos. Like chaos is one of the most celebrated gameplay loops. Like people obviously have fun playing chaos. It's mainly the fact that finishing chaos feels like besides the deck building aspect, it doesn't feel rewarding, and there's not enough of it because it's like or there is enough of it. It takes a while, but if you can, okay, maybe I can try for a Mika build here. Oh, but I deleted healing for forced learning apparatus. That's not good. I don't know what I'm playing this run or what I'm building for this run. But yeah, they still focus more on chaos because I think Slay the Spire is a much like Slay the Spire and Darkest Dungeon are both much stronger foundations to steal from than any gacha in the world. If you're gonna steal from a game, steal from those two games because those are way better to steal from than this whether garbage exists. Let's try Veronica here. The fuck. All right, we're leaving at the boss. Veronica zero cost 4 copy divine +1. It's not good if you're with the exactly. It's like not again. It's not an interesting limitation because you deny yourself from playing more cards, and usually playing more cards is fun, but you're denying yourself from like gameplay, and your reward is chizuru gets a small buff. Increased shielding, yahoo! Yay! Yay! I love increased shielding. Bad side divine, yeah. It happens. Obviously, yeah, repos with that. Or I mean, I had 2 out of 3 good ones, and then I drew the wrong one. Or hit the wrong one. That was kind of unfortunate, actually, wasn't it? I had 2 of the best repos epiphanies. And then I proceeded to hit the divine on the one that wasn't good out of all 3. I think even the base one with like +1 morale or something would have been better. I got one of the rare non-draws. Oh well, it happens. This wasn't a good run anyways, because I missed the mutant sample as well. I don't know why I'm clicking on this, by the way. It's a waste of RNG. People steal from Hoyo because people see great success and play that with good decisions, but a lot of success is circumstantial. No gacha will ever get as many willing tourists. I don't necessarily think that it's all stolen. I mean, I love saying that it's like HRified and like they stole from HSR, to be fair. So I get where you're coming from. But this is Smilegate we're talking about. Like, if we're being honest, Smilegate, like E7 comes from an era that predates Hoyoverse's main success, and HSR stole from like the original era of E7 and King's Raid and those other games. So it's not even as though Smilegate is stealing, like it's not Smilegate taking inspiration from Hoyo, because to be frank, they aren't taking inspiration from Hoyo. It's like they're taking like they already had this system. They already know what the system is. It is like Hoyo was just more successful with it. And so despite the fact that Smilegate is taking from their own bag, it just looks like they're stealing from Hoyo, right? I was going for Bronco and let's hit Pendant. Yeah. I hit that as well, so I'm only trying to get a better like repos thing because I don't have like a super giga repos Bronco deck, ironically enough. Not yet, at least. Oh, right, okay. I mean, Chizuru is useless now, sadly. I was only going to finish out. Okay, it doesn't matter. I was gonna leave anyways, right? I'm trying to buy random stuff and sell them off. Buy, sell, buy. Oh my god, DeLong! I'm giving you everything, DeLong! You mentioned King's Raid, reaching Challenger Peak Achievement. I played King's Raid on release for like a year straight. I was one of the I don't know if you're a part of the King's Raid community Discord that's been around for like a long time, but my friend made that. Like we came from Valkyrie Connect, my friend made that and he was like, okay, play King's Raid with me. I was like, okay, sure. And I saw Cleo, and I was like, damn, I love girls in witch hats. Pre-register for PC. I don't think I'll play King's Raid again. I doubt they're making that gameplay loop any better. There's no way King's Raid will ever be I just realized, what does this count? Oops. It was fun when I was younger, but it stopped being my game a while back. You love the I don't think I actually don't think I was around for Plus. I hard quit when Artemia got released because Artemia was literally a power crept Cleo at the time, and that really pissed me off. I was so upset. I remember being so upset over that. I have I forgot that I have no AP generation. Crazy. You farm dragon together for gear. Was that they made that group content? I thought that was always solo content, but it's been a while. Yikes. Oh, there goes Veronica. That was like plus 20 stress in one turn. Man, imagine, bruh. Wait, what? Oh, I broke. Wait, what? Wait, what? How do you get the AP back? You remember playing RuneScape when you were young? You don't know if you play it now, decades later. That's so real. Oh, RuneScape. Almost everyone's beloved. My friend, or I had a friend that like was really into or is still really into RuneScape. And I always ask him like, should I get into it? And he was like, oh yeah, it's pretty fun to have goals like that. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, it's 5 out of 6. Never mind. Your best dragon hunt was at 95. Usually tier 8 Gorky farms at 90. That's pretty sick, honestly. Oh, I do remember them opening like the co-op. I forgot about. I'm like thinking about it. Like I do remember now, because when I went back, they were like, "Oh yeah, I can carry you in co-op." I was like, "The fuck? You can carry me in co-op?" Yeah, Veronica has been mind broken a lot this stream. Calling PETA. You can't even report me correctly. You have to accurately define what race Veronica is. Human, rabbit girl, mouse girl, rabbit mouse hybrid girl. Yeah, good luck, buddy. Not that it's not even my fault, man. I'm not the one who wants Veronica to be mind broken. Dear God, I exit and everyone's mind broken. Look at that. Look at that save file data. What are you fishing for, chizuru? Did I close it already? I closed it. What browser did I open it on? Okay. Take a look. Oh, why did wait, what? It was not this small earlier. Here's my notepad. My screenshot from last night. You cannot read it because of chat. E0 Oni Hunt. So this is the create Oni Hunt where when you cast it, you get 2 basics. And the idea is to get the Divine Epiphany on it, so that's 0 cost. And you run it with Cassius, obviously. And what's not included on here is the preferable Nia with Adagio Epiphany and all that. But yeah. Early release CZN, everyone's chillless. Veronica's bad. Now she's best. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's that's why I don't really blame Smelgate for like having really bad balance because whoever beta tested for them definitely were not talented. I'll say that much because the moment I played Veronica, I could tell she was busted beyond belief. And a lot of my good gamer friends also could tell that Broncos busted beyond belief the moment they started playing. Same with Maylin. I mean, Mika was obvious enough, but I mean, the early tier list even said Mika was bad because she got nerfed, which makes me think like, how OP was she? That like she was obviously S tier, but then she got nerfed like this, and you still think like you think she's like genuinely bad because she's clearly so OP for chaos grinding. Yeah, I'm chasing zero cost only Moonslash, and then I want the Bound Out Dusk that reduces the next card by 1 if you cast Shadow of the Moon Plus. Otherwise, you have to delete it because it's worthless. And then I mean, you could delete it anyways because it's not even that important for this build concept if we're being honest. And then Portrait of Fury is just there for like draw. Like it's the Portrait of Fury is like very optional. It's just for the combo, right? And then you need the Karmic Flames that reduce the next card that Chizuru plays by 1. Yeah, I can make a video about all deck ideas, but it's I mean it probably would do well. It's probably another thing that I probably have to make like 2 videos to space out when I'm gone. There'd probably be like that idea and uh the Smilegate, please focus on making chaos better in season 2 or in season 3 because gacha content is not it. Type beat. Basic card spam. Does a purple item give 40%? Shadow Moon be 1? think I think so. I think it is worth it. The main thing is that I I'm like I overly value Saphira randomness. So I'd be looking for the plus 10% crit chance instead. Because that build is gonna be running with Cassius, which not really heavily dilutes. The card's still gonna be good, but it does dilute the value of something like the orb because of how morale stacks, right? Because I'll be proccing 000 like at least 2 or 3 times, but I wouldn't have it activated immediately, so yeah, it still would be valuable. Yeah. Like if I don't get Severe Randomness, then yeah, 100% would be the orb. And obviously the ring, yeah. The zero cost, like the ring that gives 40% to basics, the orb that's also purple that gives 40% to zero cost. There's a lot of good hits in the seasonal dungeon, which is why I'm running it. And also you do need 160 save data, unfortunately, because you're double duping a divine card, and you're double duping a divine card, and you probably want like some other stuff as well, like a neutral or two, like or forbidden card. Ideally, forbidden card, right? So you need it. Cthulhu attack better. Yeah, I think yeah. The pistol will always be the best in slot on every character, no matter what. If you're in seasonal, the main reason why you chase Severe Randomness is because it increases your first turn flexibility by like a gigafuck ton. That's why I heavily overvalue it. Like, you will not find somebody that glazes Severe Randomness as hard as I do. I mean, you probably will, but I'll probably be the first person you'll hear about it from for the next while. Like, that card is so disgusting. It feels so good to use that card. Every time I play Cassius, because I have Rocket Cape plus Severe Randomness on Cassius, right? So I get +2. I'm like, oh my god, I have so many cards in my first turn. This is so beautiful. And then like I like swap them out. And I'm like, wait, where all my cards go? Why is my first turn only 4 cards or 5 cards? Where's my 7 card start? Basic legendary RFS, yeah, 17's good. The ring. Yeah, I think the emblem is better. From the one event. Because it's not a mythic. Because you'd rather have Cthulhu Pistol and then that. Almost no matter what, in my opinion. Also, I hit an image, right? I did. Like, you'd almost always rather have Pistol plus Emblem of Exceptional Entity or whatever it's called. And then the chess piece is something useful, hopefully. The chest piece would be take damage, increase damage. Like my bis for chizuru right now is probably, or my bis for supports is always gonna be Rocket Cape plus Severe Randomness, which requires Lab 0. Which is why, like, okay, this is a dead run already. It's probably just that hit, because everything else is trash for Chaos runs. Yeah, Rocket Cape plus or Silver Remnants is like 2 Giga OP. Like, if you have 2 units with that, you can have a 9 card start with 5 AP immediately. There's nothing that comes close to being as good as that. It is impossible to find a card that's that good, or a start that's that good. Overall, Emblem is better because it's increased of all of your card attack. Yeah. I mean, the only issue with Emblem is that it is an upgrade to something like Enforce Cube, but Enforce Cube is so close to inefficiency that, like, it's not even that hard of a chase or, like, that bad of a miss. Like, the only... It's not really a problem, to be fair. But, my sole criticism of Emblem of an exceptional entity is that because Enforce Cube exists, you can just, like, you don't really care about being in Chaos or in Lab 0 for that. You can go somewhere else with a better weapon. Because in Bug World, there's the plus 20% crit damage weapon. That's way better of a mythic weapon. Obviously, Cthulhu Gun's still better, but if we're talking about, like, whiffs, then you can get the bug weapon from the boss and stuff, right? Like, you'd rather have that than, like, 0 cost amp or some shit. And even with that, you can still get Enforce Cube along with that. And you're not losing out on that much overall. Crit? Okay, thank you. You were worrying me there for a second, Chizuru. And yeah, the other reason why I really don't want to farm for a ranking dungeon is because, first of all, I don't have the raw amount of time needed to actually compete. Or I do, okay, I do have the raw amount of time, but I would rather not spend my time competing for that. I'd rather, like, laze around, like, lurk in streams, stream myself, build chizuru for another video. There's a lot of stuff I'd rather do than chase ranking. Because it just seems miserable to chase for that ranking. It's already miserable enough chasing for Divine Oni Hunt, if we're being honest. It's also just more fun to, like, have flexibility in what you want to stream instead of permanently chasing one build. Like, I might like do a stream or 3 on chasing it, to be fair. Like, I will do it eventually. I just don't feel like doing it now on this stream. Because I just want to see the Chizuru thing work out. Because it's something I wanted to do since she released, and I missed it after, like, 3 days of grinding. And then I went to the Tressa grind, and it was not very fun because it's so much easier to miss. And now we're back to this. You don't like being miserable? I'm not playing TFT, am I? You remember me on TFT. I'm so bad at TFT. It's actually so incredible how you can spend so much time playing a RNG game and not get any better at it because you're just not talented. You would hate this patch? Well, good thing I'm not touching it. uh, is there any hope for any of these decks? I could probably go for Mika. I go for Mika. Like TC only set 4 after playing it. I didn't play set 4, but yeah. I play every time I start playing TFT, I do like 14-hour streams and because I'm super addicted. Like I always make this joke, even though the joke's probably not that good to make. But I always say like something about my Chinese blood and CFT just do not they mix too well, if you know what I mean. Something about being like being Asian and playing gambling games. It's like the chase of that dopamine hit of high rolling is too disgusting. This is so funny because this is such a bad like if it was plus 1 AP this would be so good, but this is so irrelevant. Wait, I mean it's still fine, but it's such an irrelevant. I might just take this source of water. Oh really? It's because oh, it's because you're masochist. I mean that too. Don't get it twisted. It's both. It's both for sure. Yeah, the issue with taking this middle one is that it's a divine. It is a lot more AP, don't get me wrong, but if I'm going for I don't know, it's not good enough, I think. I needed that to be plus 1 AP or draw. It's still playable for sure. Because now I can do quad dupe, or I can do triple dupe on Mika, and then I can go for more as well on top of that. So it is fine. Increase one, yeah, it's literally like it's the incorrect direction. If it was upwards one instead of downwards one, it would have been sick. But unfortunately, it was the wrong way. So therefore it's not clickable. Ease what it is. That means Bound at Dusk is even more worthless. Incredible. Don't you love Bound at Dusk being a bad card? What was my fates again? I forgot what I took fate was. Bang! I'm getting poisoned to death. Bound at Dusk is not playable. I mean, it's like that one Epiphany is playable in Chaos, but you have to be playing Ray instead of Mika. And in that scenario, like, yeah, sure, it changes your. I cannot deny that it does change your Chaos playstyle a little bit because you can play Ray Veronica with some AP reduction still, right? Like it has value in that way, but it's not genuinely different. It's just Mika, but not Mika. Trying to remember what bait you're in when all the runs blend together. Yeah, like I just clicked on one and then I'm like, wait, what? What did I do again? The heal's still. Oh no, no, I know it's still less. I'm just saying that you get to play Ray for like the extra damage and like the damage amp. Like it changes your run slightly because instead of healing, you're just murdering them, right? That's the entire point of playing me or playing Ray over Mika is that you kill them faster, and so theoretically, with that faster kill speed, you save stress in that way. Obviously, I don't. I'm not. It's not like 100%. It's like a little off. I'm deleting this shot of the moon. But yeah, it's just a different way of playing. Like it makes the run feel different, and a lot of the time that's what people are looking for to make the runs feel a little different. Because Veronica Mika can feel very stale. The only reason why I'm not burnt out of playing Veronica Mika is because I know that I'm not as into the chaos content as a lot of other people are, and so it's like the ends justify the means for this for me. Because if I take out Bronco Mika, then I'm probably going to be pushing Chaos 10, 11 instead. Which is obviously fine. Like, that would be fun in its own right. But it's just not what I'm doing now. That Whirlpool could honestly be keepable if I get double Glorious Resistance. Oh, there goes Mika. I didn't even do enough damage to push it into 5 morale now. That's really bad. And it heals perfectly. Me trying to see if they fix the bug. Or if they actually re-enabled the bug. Because I'm pretty sure again, I probably only saw it because it was 5 out of 6, to be fair. But I just want to see if it was truly me going insane or not. Maybe they just maybe I'm just being unlucky with the clicks. I should probably use Bound on Dust because Miko's down. Double Shot of the Moon is mixed one in hand. Try 3 Shot of the Moon, all of them mixed together as one. Yeah, it's because there's. It is bugged again. I wasn't insane. It is bugged again. Oh, that feels so validating. Oh my god, my insanity was rewarded. Oh my lord. You can't make this shit up. Me like squinting at my screen like, did I see that right? Wow, I cannot believe they reintroduced this bug. Pow. Pow. Why is this fight so hard? Oh. I should have used double rapid fire. Youch. Youch. Mika time. Mika moment. 10% to 80% in one turn. No problem. I love healers. Okay, I got one dupe. I'll probably just take this for... nah. Dude, they never offered 2 sets in this freaking... I don't get it. Where are my 2 sets in the Chaos Loot rewards? I actually almost didn't use all 4 of my charges last week because I always aim for like 2 of the 2 sets, but for some reason, like, it's just not offering it to me. I don't get it. I don't get it. I haven't triggered a blessing yet. Is it worth it? If I go through here, I lose 2 events. I can take 1 event here, then another event here. If I go here, it would delete... Oh, it drops me here. So I lose 1 event only for taking the Chaos Portal. Because it puts me here, and then if I get dropped in one of these, I get an event in a campfire, which is kind of worthless, or I take 1 event, 2 fights in an event. And it's probably worth going, actually. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Is this worth playing? Huh. Yo, can you heal Veronica, not yourself? Hello? Hello? Oh my god. I have 0 draw cards. Wait. Did I delete Repose? Wait, have I not triggered Kowalski and Repose? Or I just... Wait, what's going on? These are all terrible. I might just go activate 2 random cards for the joy and memes, even though they're bad. I want to use it once. Wait, I never triggered Repose or Kowalski. There's actually a pretty good chance that I can keep Veronica from going insane here, but if I don't draw those cards, then it's kind of over for her. Oh my god, Nate's gonna call PETA on my ass. It's actually all over. No crits. Goodbye, Veronica. It's so funny that this bug is back. They also must have fixed the other bug where you're unmind breaking super fast, because it was so easy to unmind break a few days ago. Ah, see, there we go. Oh my god, how did I know I was gonna break out so easily? Wow. It might be time to cheese Chaos 11 with that knowledge. Pretend like I struggled so hard to beat Chaos 11 when I'm just gonna bug abuse again. Knowing that it's a bug. I don't know if it's actually intentional or not, to be fair. Oh, finally got repos, wow. Heal, heal. Am I casting this or that? I'm down to cast this for fun. Pop goes the weasel. Oh, nice crit. Clean turn. Also got blessing finally. The main issue with this is that I might accidentally activate Ballista, which is obviously giga worthless to do. I also might end my turn or end a turn too quickly. It's fine though, probably. Wave. I think this is actually quite good, the shield overflow. Because this allows me to block damage, or block some damage, and blocking damage is a bit more valuable than taking damage in the event content. Assuming that I manage to cast it in time, obviously, which is sometimes unlikely. Aha! I've heard Veronica's voice lines so often. I think I might go insane. Actually, I don't understand. I don't know how to pronounce the words, so I actually can't. It's not like it's not brainwashing me as much as it could be. Frog is such a cutie. Kowalski is such a good dad. Except he isn't because she saw his identity issues. Is that his fault or is that Veronica's fault? That's a real question. Odiant. We're doing this to target the upgrades more easily. There were no failures, haha. All useless. We are looking for glorious resistance. I almost forgot about that. If I go low, I can't get to the shop, but there's a shop in all of these nodes. There's only 2 shops left, regardless. I can get 2 shops by going here, which is probably more important because they need glorious resistance pretty bad. I can always access the... I always get more events this way, which is also important. This is... if I get a test, I need to remove 0 cars. I just remove Whirlpool. I have plenty of space, so if I remove Whirlpool, that's 30. I'll be at 50. If I manage to dupe twice more, duping twice more is 40. I'll be at 50, 50, 90, 120. Yeah, I can remove this pretty safely. I probably need the credits then. Emblem of an exceptional entity? I pass. I am not an exceptional entity. I am a blob. Wrong upgrade. Unfortunate. I probably should use this first to get the healing. Because that would have given me more shield power. It would have blocked all that. That's fine though. Not that big of a issue. I'm pretty sure that robot voice is talking in English, but I just don't know. I just can't hear it half the time. It's like garbled English. None of these are useful. Sad. Looking for glorious resistance. I probably need the active threat because my damage is kind of low since I ripped apart Chizuru's build. As long as I don't get the sacks and I don't get the other thing. Waypoint. X +1. Worthless, as always. I mean, plus 30 of morale is not bad. I think it's just not needed, though. I mean, I have more than enough space, so they didn't get Divine Epiphany. I need to delete this. Looking at 50, I go to 80, I still have 80 left. So I can buy 2, I can buy Confiscation, which isn't that good. I could buy... Confiscation, Rally maybe? Reorganize, probably not good enough. Gear Bag. Gear Bag's alright if I get the correct Epiphany on it, but that's kind of unlikely, but it'd still be good. Superconductive Protein. I'll probably buy this ahead of time because it is quite useful. I have 461 left. I'm not removing anything else. Am I removing something else? I'm probably removing Curse or Karmic Flames, right? I'm either removing Karmic Flames or Repos. Which one's less useful? Karmic Flames, I need more attacks. That's probably just removing Repos. Repos gonna be 200. Yeah, I can reroll then here. Not Rally. Financial Therapy is interesting, but the issue is that it's a one-time heal, which is good, but I would rather have a permanent heal if I took that. I'd rather have Glorious Resistance. Okay, nice. It was worth the trading. I just need to hit another dupe event then. Ah! No. No. At least the run's really easy. As long as I don't hit the vial shop. Oh my lord. It's so ugly. I have one more event. If I don't hit another dupe, this is just... I think this is still worse. I can hit double Glorious, actually. Okay, yeah. The only way, or the main way this deck is better is if I hit another Glorious in time. I think. Hitting the next Glorious... I mean, I still don't have the other thing, but since I have a protein shake, it'd be fine. Okay, it's still playable. I just need to hit another neutral, and this deck is potentially better. Morale 2. I'll take that. Activated Ballista, so I have no more final damage. That's fine. That was scary. Was that my entire HP bar being one-shot if I didn't take out Morale? Spooky. I can take out Kowalski. Okay, Repos and Kowalski are both killable here. Oh, I have 2 remove events left. I mean, I think the credits for a reason. 360. Oh. 130? I'm not gonna have nearly enough. I mean, the odds they don't hit are really low, but I would be really annoyed if I think this is not really a punish. 100, I have 30 plus 10. 10 plus 40, I have 40 left. Oh, I need to keep 40 open. So if I don't hit another... If I don't hit another dupe, this would be plus 10. So I have 50 left, 40 left. I have 40 left, I can buy another card. So literally all comes down to whether or not this event is a dupe event or not for my perfect build. If I hit the dupe, this build is quite good. If I don't hit the dupe, then it's a little cooked. I mean, it's not that cooked, honestly. It's probably still upgrade. Yeah, it's still fine if I don't hit. It should be fine. I probably also should knock the shield off of that. I missed once again. I'm taking so much damage. What the fuck? Uh, Crit? I don't crit because my bolus is gone. Ow. Ow. Bro. My butt is getting whooped. Wait, do I actually die to this mob? Wait, I'm actually lose. Oh dear. The gangrene. Wait, the gangrene killed me. I died to 3% gangrene. I should have focused this first, I guess. I mean, the odds of me killing the boss are 0. But that's so unfortunate. Wow, that really sucks, actually. The gangrene was actually perfect amount to kill. Maybe I do event here, then it's still salvageable, but I know it was the ball sacks. Alright, well. What can you do? What can you do? I guess to be fair, like this sort of build is even that high roll. Double glorious. I mean, I honestly love to keep this, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heal or 6 heal. I need 7 heal to be equivalent. So I missed one dupe earlier, missed another dupe just now. Maybe if I can get another glorious. I could maybe try running this build for fun. Triple glorious. Should I go for confiscation? I think yeah, maybe I'll try confiscation. I probably should have checked to see how many points she has. 20. I think it should be 160 now. This is my Giga Neutral Mika deck. That's enough chaos for today. If I'm getting slapped around like this. Dying to gangrene is such a crazy move, honestly. 3%. I was left alive with 3% and it just one-shot me. The worst part is that I had the healing thing. Like, I had the card that heals, or the, I knew this might be a problem, so I even took the Forbidden card that heals you when you draw. But it just wasn't enough. They focused the wrong unit. I mean, did I even focus the wrong unit? I don't even think I focused the wrong unit. I think it was just me being too greedy with the, cards I chose. And also the, activate thing missing on Glorious Resistance that one turn. Actually, no, I think that happened when I died. I think it must have happened that one turn before. No, I think it was when I died when that happened. So it might have not mattered. I just needed more damage, but I was being too greedy. Oh well. High-key deserved that loss, for being honest. So it's -1 healing overall. -1 healing overall, which is a pretty big deal, but I have way more AP. Oh, way more self damage. Give it a try. We can end stream on a run attempt. Even though it wasn't one I wanted to end on. Or I wasn't necessarily planning on ending on a run attempt. Look at this. 3 glorious, 1 confiscation. I still have 6 healing. No chest piece, but this doesn't really matter, honestly. No chest piece, no weapon. Weapon's also relevant. The other build I had, I mean, the chest piece is relevant because I would have loved to have, yeah. If I had Fragment of Empty Void, that would have been super bis, but that actually might end up being a big enough deal for it to be bad. I have -1 draw, but I have +2 draw from here. No Fragment. It'll require some RNG. Yeah. If I only had one, I could have gone. If I'd accessed the Fragment there, this would actually be a super good Mika build. And I would have had an extra dupe. It's like, yeah. I coped a little too hard on me saying it didn't matter. It did actually end up mattering pretty hard that I died there. The build could have been super nice. It's still debatably an upgrade, but it's definitely not nearly as high quality as it could ever come close to being due to that miss. Literally that gangrene proc. I don't even know what I did wrong. I mean, there's probably a scenario, or there's probably one moment where I could have used something more efficiently for sure. That's probably where the problem came up, honestly. Drawing Dodgeo nice and late. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm pretty sure the issue was that I must have taken a greedy epiphany at some point where I would have had more stats to kill that a little faster or live, but I didn't. Because it might have unironically been down to that one lack of shield I did on the fight before. Because I might have had like 10 more HP, and that 10 HP not being there was why I died. So me being lazy was actually why I lost, which is kind of disgusting if I'm being honest. It's really funny. I think it's more funny than disgusting, but it's kind of like a why do I have to play that hard on a difficulty 8 chaos moment? Oh well, that is my bad. Can't really blame anyone but myself for sure on that one. Drew that morale stack nice and late. No Adagio again. It's probably at the bottom of my deck because I played it last earlier. No, it's right there. What am I a saying? I should use that actually. I can fix that problem. Oh no, I can't. I have to use this. Oh no, I can't use that. Wait, it didn't give me AP? Wait, why didn't they give me AP when I drew it? I swear, Chill Hunger like has such a capacity to bug out or not work the way you think it will. Like I generally don't understand why it works sometimes and doesn't work other times. Because I definitely put it back into my deck with Adagio and then I drew it, but then it didn't give me the +1 AP to cast Bombardment after I put it back in. A bit weird. I mean, it's not a big deal by any means. In fact, it borders on being completely irrelevant because I'll kill us in four turns anyways. Boom, boom. I still need to figure out what's giving me shield score. I'm pretty. I don't know actually. It probably isn't shield score. I will never understand what the +300 thing is coming from. I'm not killing this turn because I was too efficient earlier. Boo. Kowalski. I think she says Kolski. There's like an entire syllable missing in there when she says the name. This is -3 bone stacks, and then the it'll leave 4 perfectly for forbidden. And I still don't have enough actually. Where'd all my damage go? I think it's because I didn't get what's her face. Where's my it's supposed to bounce back and forth now. Oh well, it didn't matter in the end. Managed to fish it out anyways. I don't think the fourth turn mattered that much. I could have gone it anyways on next turn. Here comes my favorite part of. See, I have a few extra points. I don't know where they come from, but I got a few extra points randomly. No discard. This is actually a really, really bad start because I didn't draw a relevant card early. But basically, what happens is that you play Pop-Eyed Popper. If you miss 000, oh, I hit it. Okay, perfect. Never mind. Never mind. I hit. I hit. It's too easy. One of the few times I actually hit immediately. I'll take it. We'll just block it early because we can. No points in not. The idea is that, or the real hope is that we got whatchamacallit early. We got Glorious Resistance. So right now it's actually really bad because you can tell my Glorious Resistance is at the bottom of my deck. So this is actually a really bad turn for me from that alone. And once you get like full house, I can activate. I should probably just use these three. I'm down to last cast Agate or Curse, because Curse is honestly one of the lower value thingies that I could use. Unfortunately, nothing. Yeah, this is a very low roll run, which is fine. I mean, it's not really that fine. Ideally, I would have had Resistance and everything active already. With this, I can't even activate the Remnants of Thought that fast. I get +1 AP from Gearbag, so I can actually go pretty positive here. The real issue is I need more AP. 881 resistances. Obviously that's rather bad. Not having the super AP from the better water barrier is actually griefing me. Right now, if I use Shuffle, I need to break it somehow. I don't know. It's probably a little too low roll. I got straight, but I don't want straight right now. I need to break it. Oh well. We'll just switch up to another 0 cost. Take attack analysis out. And then we'll just hope that we don't get oh, we also burned the. That's bad. Oh, that's really bad. I miss order something there. -2 AP is really bad. I could have pumped something else for sure that turn. Oh well. We're really low. We're really behind on the turns right now. I get Mika this turn, so it's like a little better, but yeah. Not so good. I burn a 000, sadly. Oh, it's even worse. They don't have. Oh, it's so bad actually. I need access to the sources, but they're all very far away. Oh my god, this turn is so bad. I shouldn't have used Glorious Upgrade. Wow, this run is so bad. Because I drew the Glorious Resistances to, like, off cycle, but I also didn't have, Wow, this is actually such a bad turn. Should I just redo the turn? I'm gonna try redoing the turn. I have 20 out of 20 anyways. I know it glitches out the score, but whatever. That turn was way too bad by me. I don't even know how it's supposed to get better. I guess they don't use the Glorious Resistances until the end. So the issue here is that I don't have many good ways of burning my AP without griefing myself. Like, this is probably the best start, where I go -1. And then I probably have to use Wave, because I need to go -2 here. And I can use Confiscation or Devil's Dice afterwards. It's still card negative, so it's still really ugly, but at least a start. Now I can finally get all 3 Shadow Daggers active. I got full house, which is bad. I need access to sources pretty horrifically because these are also wave sources. Activate Sword Touch of Darkness. It should be fine. I should be able to. I mean, it requires me to get lucky because I need to draw well with the source timing. So maybe it is just shuffle, and then I shuffle out one, two, three, and then if I miss, I just have to. I can use one of these lures probably for now. I can always redraw. Draw five. I got no sources really. That is incredible, actually. Use this first. I get two cards because I only have two dice tricks active. 7+3, so it should be fine. Here's one source. 3, 1. So we cast one, they cast the other. 2. Got another full house, which is good. I should probably use dice trick now, honestly. But the only issue is that, you know, it's probably still correct. What an ugly first 3 turns. Not getting a good I mean obviously it's a bit greedy to expect it, but not getting a good refresh early. Oh fuck, I messed up that's so bad. No draw, so it's 3 and 3. Bro, I really missed the other one this badly. The other source. I don't have another break, so I have to use one of the glorious upgrades here, sadly. I mean, it's a much better turn than the one I originally had, but it's obviously not gonna be good enough for a good ranking at this point, because I still have two glorious I haven't cast. Wow. Very bad run, honestly. Like, it only gets better and better with the more resistances I play, but somehow getting the resistance in the first place is, like, very difficult this run. This is 8 cards, I do need to draw. Play this. Play this. This is the wrong morale. I still need more. I probably just need to hold the resistance. I can shuffle 3 cards. Shuffle these 3. I'm still in my setup phase. This many turns into the run. And since they didn't hit it enough, I have to deal with. Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. This run was so cursed. This run was so cursed. What the heck? Wait, did I put away my vital attack? How's it already back in my hand? Wait, did I really draw back into the cards I put away? Oh my gosh, don't miss, please. Okay. I messed up. Wow, I'm really locked out this run. That's so bad too. I missed out. Yikes. I missed out an entire proc and 1 AP. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten the +2 AP anyways, because I would have needed more, but I'm playing this run extremely poorly. Oh my. I died. Huh? Alright, we're trying. Wait, I took so much damage, I didn't notice my HP was going down. Okay, okay, okay. Wait, that's actually kind of good. Because I'd rather die and have the run and like that. Because that implies that I have a lot of self-damage going on, which is actually good. It's mostly because they fucked up the... What the heck's this? It's like almost entirely because they fucked up the early turns or didn't get lucky in the early turns. Okay, this starts way too bad on first side. I still have plenty of resets too. I'm down to see how bad a billion resistances treats me. I want this. Okay, this is another bad draw. What the heck? I missed extra draw when I have like a billion confiscations and Kowalski and everything else. There's almost no point in discarding that, honestly. It's kind of a freebie discard. Let's see. It drew itself. So it didn't actually give me the extra draw. And I didn't get pendant until just now. That is actually really bad. I mean, okay, it'll be fine. I got the extra skills. Is it enough? I don't think it's enough unless a crit. Okay, well, it was more than enough. Never mind. I was worried for 0. These early turns have not been that great, to say the least. Huh. I should use this first. That's my bad. I missed one draw for not casting the correct card immediately. I'm guaranteed to draw B plus AP. This should be good enough. Let's see. There's not really much else to cast, right? Somehow this is the last card I have. Rock out, Nia. Might as well roll it for fun. Then I'm gonna get a guaranteed draw before it summons, which is why I cast that. Confiscation. I already have Hunger here. I use Adagio to discard Flash Slash and Eternal Hunger. Nice and straightforward. I redraw Flash Slash to play it. Confiscation should move the Hunger. It triggered this time. I still don't know what that bug is, where it doesn't trigger. Cycle Curiosity. We get the good card. Cycle some more. Get the ballista for damage. Finally drew this. Unfortunate targeting there. Should be for damage, right? Yeah, it is. I'll just unturn now then after using Kowalski for the extra, like, 2k punch. Then we get a 10 draw turn again. And hopefully this next... I probably misordered now that I think about it. I don't know if Mika's in the right order to discount the post Cassius draw. So I might even have the correct draw order on the other side. Now that I think about it, which is probably something I really should check. Just do this. I don't feel like stalling it out like usual. No point in extending the fight if we can just kill it now. I lost 300 points from last time. I'll find out what the 250 extra is sometime eventually. It might be the shield being drained. I don't really get it. Oh, so it is drawing first. I check cards again. Okay. So yeah, we use Pop by Popper, and then if it doesn't say... Okay. I guess I'm just lucky for today. I will take it. I am more than happy to see that. No extra draw. Honestly, yeah, this is another probably bad outcome. Now that I think about it. I may get Dice Trick and Curse Gouge. Oh, but it ate the Curse... Dude, I needed that. Now the turn's actually bad. Another bad turn. That's crazy. It had a 1 in 3 of eating something really bad, and it ate the really bad option. It's so crazy. Blessing of Waves. I have Dice Trick active, so I actually do get some chances of a draw here, which I do not get. Whatever, we'll just pop the morale now. Oh, I should have used Blessing of Waves. That's mismanagement on my side. Yeah, if I get Blessing of Waves, I get Retain at least. I get back Curse into my hand. It deletes Blessing of Waves because they procced it. That is so bad. I am mismanaging this fight so horrifically. What is happening? Uh-oh. Do this to burn this 000. When I cast this upgrade, I can cast... It gives me 1 AP. I can cast the Glorious Revolution now. I don't have Mika, but I have one source. I have no... I mean, it might be better off just not using the Glorious Resistance this turn. I mean, is that even true? If I break once, I should be using them as often as possible. It's just I don't have a Mika available. That's probably the main reason why I'm like not very convinced that's correct. I have 2 AP, so I can use 1 Glorious. If I manage to break them, then I don't know. Maybe it's correct to use this now. Cast this. I have 8 cards. I'm for sure mismanaging this fight horrifically. I was gonna be able to break, but I'm not able to break. Slot 3. Yeah, it's not gonna be possible to cast the other one. I really slut. I really am slut. Wow, I don't know how I'm playing this so poorly. I mean, is it worth healing here? It's not, because I already broke once. Ouch. I think I also take a bunch of damage here, right? Yeah. I think it attacks me twice. That's the reason why I needed to heal immediately. I'm gonna heal here before I forget. I might be able to salvage this run. I need to have everything active very soon. Oh, I didn't realize I had that. Oh my god, I'm really out of it. This run is getting worse and worse the more I play. Play 1, I'm at 7, so it should be +3. Got triple 1 to get more healing. It is actually actively killing me. That's kind of funny. Cast all 3 of these so I can use this. Oh no, I keep forgetting that I don't have a draw on that anymore, so I only need to play it on 4 instead of 3. So I get some triple 1 value. Okay, I am fishing for full houses here. Another glorious upgrade. I'm searching for full house, and I'm ironically searching for triple 1s because I'm dying. I'm actively dying. 3 and 4. The one time where I really want triple 1s. Okay, I'm seeing all the full houses, I guess. Probably should use Sunsheath Dagger at some point. Okay, somehow the turn I really desperately wanted to see triple 1, I don't see it at all. I have so much healing left. I guess it's fine that I didn't see it. I probably am going to cast Reorganize here to draw 3. Yeah. It's so much. Oh, what do I do? I was looking for any of these. Um, Shuffle everything or almost everything. There's a good chance I get the healing. I just need to do it, I think. I'll keep one glorious, but everything else needs to go out. Okay, I did hit it. Should be 3. More instead of triple 1s, it's more full house. It's like the one reality where I would never want to see triple or full house. I got too many full houses. What the heck? 4. I might genuinely die next turn. I think this is like actually like way too much damage being taken to myself. We'll have to see. Oh yeah, that is way too much damage. I'm dead to the first hit. I'm not even getting healing. Your hand is full. Yeah, I noticed. It doesn't attack again. Okay. I need triple, like, this is the one time I'm begging for triple 1. I think maybe this is too many Glorious Revolution or Resistances. Thoughts? I'm getting like Giga value, but maybe Giga value is a little too much value. No. Alright. You said it. It is not too much value. Down to Burn Shuffle again. Get rid of all the non-healing cards. That's healing card. If I have enough for Glorious Resist at the end, then I'll use it. I do need healing. Okay. High roller. True. Okay, I need. Okay, this is definitely a very high roll turn, but I am looking for healing. I am looking to heal. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I need triple ones, please. Oh, this is not. Is there a reason not gouging it? Oh, there's a reason not gouge it. I didn't want to offset this. Oh, I should have played zero. That was why. I knew I was gonna mess up somehow if I gouged it because the tempo, the three zeros would have been desynced somehow. And yeah, I'm too stupid to like manage it properly. I'm not like paying a lot of attention. I think like today I'm like very off today, so I'm just not confident in my gameplay. Like yeah, I just overplayed one triple zero for no reason. Yeah, in the back of my head, I knew that it was correct. I think that's because I like don't really care. I think the main excuse is that I don't mind griefing the run because I know that it's not going to be good enough anyways to maintain the rank that I would need. I'm very like lackadaisical with this because I know that's not ever going to be like good enough to maintain the rank 100 that I would need, especially when I go home for the holidays, right? But that's just the excuse. Also, I have no more healing, so I can play nothing. I'm dodging the final thing, which I guess is fine, honestly. I end up dodging the final. What am I looking for? Unsheath cards. That is, it's like kind of fine actually. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna die to the final glorious at this rate. Like the final glorious is actually too much glorious. It's too much value from healing. Oh, my HP bar. My HP bar. What the fuck? Ugh. Perhaps no more Yeah, perhaps I need to chill on the glorious. Perhaps this is too many glorious. If there was ever a question of how many glorious is too many glorious, I think I've definitely found the answer. It's the fortitude's keeping me alive quite well. Now here's the other problem. If I don't hit full house, I'm just griefed. I have no full house. I'm not drawing full house. Oh my god. I actually didn't draw the full houses. I'm like out of juice. If I cast Tressa, I will never be able to cast Mika. But then if I use Cassius, I just have to pray. I guess just have to be done. I missed. Bro. Well, I really dislike this, I'm just dead. No draw. Yeah, I'm just dead. I'm sadly just dead to the next hit. So bad. I mean, I have so much healing bonus. We'll see how much I healed. I mean, do I even have that much healing? Oh! Oh. Oh, okay. My bad. 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 It appears four. That wasn't even four glorious, by the way. That was only three, or then because I didn't cast the last one, so I had three on this. I had three on Mika. Oh no, was it more? Because I have one on Tressa. Yeah, it was just three. Yeah, because I don't have any on Cassius, so it's just a healing diff, just a raw HP diff. Hmm. I guess three glorious is more than enough, but I definitely over. I mean, this is never gonna be the build anyways. I just want to see how bad it was. Yeah, it turns out three glorious is probably enough glorious. So ironically, I think that means that this Mika deck. I mean, no, I need an extra dupe for healing. I needed more healing on this then. Oh, you know the issue is I'm missing a chest piece, and this chest piece is like actively like 20 HP per heal at the bare minimum on Mika. So I'm actually missing like hundreds of HP. So from that run alone, I must have been missing like 800 HP from healing on Mika because they didn't have a chest piece active from missing the click on it. Probably more than 20, maybe, yeah, maybe even more than 20. Yeah, so it's actually probably a chest piece diff because I missed the chest piece, so therefore I'm missing all the base stat from it. It's kind of funny, actually. Wait, I lost the last run because I used. Oh, wait. I think I used. I must have used Glorious Resistance and then died to the 10% damage pop last time. That's what I died to, not the gangrene. I think at least. There's only 2% gangrene. I must have died to my own Glorious Resistance pop and didn't notice. Ah, so it was my fault that I lost. Ah, incredible. Mind break bugged. Speedrun, speedrun. Nah, I mean, I already knew it was bugged. I mean, it's still not really that much of a speedrun, to be fair. All right, I'm gonna end stream here. I'm gonna go lurk in some streams and like do some other stuff, but I'll be back tomorrow. I have nothing to do this week, so I probably stream every day around the same time, from like around like 3 p.m. EST until now. Or yeah, the crumbs. She'll clean up eventually. She'll clean up eventually. The bed bugs won't bite immediately. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See y'all tomorrow. Bye bye. I just realized there was no music and background noise the entire time and no one said a word. That's crazy. Whatever. Bye.